the place where everybody knows your name. Laughter fills the air like a sweet refrain. Sit and share a story, but I drink or two. In this cozy bar, where dreams come true, where smiles and friends remain, and good times ease the pain. Here we go again.
Hello, hello. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you let me know? Why, that'll be just swell. How are we? Mandy, ads, yes, ads, of course. 24p's, 42p's, 99p's, all around. Christine, good evening. Tomash, silk pyjamas, has to be silk. Here's a man of refinement, a real big spender. What did the doctors say? Right, I've been to 2 medical appointments in the last 3 days. Monday I went to Wiston Hospital. It took me almost an hour to get there, plus time to get into the hospital and upstairs to where it was, and then the same, an hour on the way back, getting out of the hospital into the car and back home. And then today it took an hour to get to Wigan. I was waiting for over an hour because they were late, and then an hour getting home, just over. So it's been within 3 days I have spent 5.5 hours in travel and waiting, and between the 2 appointments it has taken 10 minutes. 5 minutes in Wiston with the fella where he glued the gold onto my eye. But yeah, that's fine. I'll order the platinum bit for you. It's alright, mate. Nice one. And then today, yeah, your results have come back really well. Keep on doing what you're doing. What we're going to do is we're going to give you some more medication. Okay, you're happy with that? Yeah, alright. Bye. 10 minutes. 5.5 hours for 10 minutes. But it means my cholesterol's come down, which is healthy. And it also means that once the platinum chain arrives, then I might get a date for when they're going to start sewing it in and ting. So, which would be nice. Silk, of course, and yours are burgundy tartan. That's a good look. That's a very Christmassy look, that, Christine. Nice hat, a bit late, very late. Purple plush for you, not glam but comfy. Not glam, Mandy. You are wearing princess pyjamas. Shy now. How's it going, mate? Not too bad. All the waiting and travel, it doesn't matter because they are results that I wanted. So I'm quite happy with that. Plus the car's got a run out, which is nice. Yeah, it's reasonable news. There's not much of it in the world at the moment, so I'm quite happy for any little morsel. You match your teddy. When you say teddy, do you mean teddy bear or one of those lingerie sets? You filthmonger. You absolute filthmonger, Christine. Purple plush. A 3 ads. How many 24p's do you want? I don't know, about 4 million would do. Speaking of results that we want, how about them toffees? Oh my god, the toffees were adorable. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I couldn't bring myself to watch it, unfortunately. Know what I mean? Steady, easy, tiger, Casper. Teddy bear. Of course. You never know though, do you? You modern ladies. Shane, yeah, my uncle... there's no good news around at the moment. My friend who I took back to the ferry is flying back as we speak because it looks like her dad's not going to be around much longer. And then my uncle... My mum said she'd been waiting for about the last 10 years, waiting to hear that he's gone. He's only 58. But has had a troubled life. shall we say. Most of it his own making. It was a massive example for me. He's the one that got me into music, proper music. Thinking about it, he must have been 10 or 11 listening to the Sex Pistols. So when I was 4, I was bouncing around his bedroom while he's playing music. At that age, you don't want 4-year-old kids bouncing around, do you? He was alright. Just carried on playing music. Got me into all these tunes, and then as I got a little bit older and he started to become a teenager, he still carried on trying to introduce new music to me. So I've got a lot to thank. And also, he was a good example of what not to do. He fell into something that a lot of young lads in Liverpool fell into in the 80s, which was heroin abuse. So he's already died once and had to get brought back to life. So to have made it as far as he did is remarkable, to be honest. And he pretty much wasted a life. It's a shame. Funny lad. Very interesting. Not book smart, but clever. He would have been brilliant for YouTube. Very engaging lad. So he set an example of what not to do. And thankfully, I never fell down that route that he took. And he also taught me to be, I don't know, not one of the sheep, which is stupid to say, given that he followed the herd and got into sticking things into his arms, but he tried to find things for himself. His music was different from most of his mates. His fashion sense was a little bit different. Loads of stuff. He found his own little path, and I used to love that. So yeah, he's taught me a lot. It's a sad, sad day. You've had to pick Mrs. Tom up from the station post Edinburgh. Switched on to our captain, having limped off. That's Seamus Coleman, not Captain Shane kayaking. Our players assaulting each other, going down to 10 men, and Kiernan, dubious facial hair, scoring an absolute belter. Fantastic stuff. 58, terrible, isn't it? Yeah, a lot of people went that way. Liverpool was absolutely awful for it in the 80s. That was one of the growth industries, the only growth industry, to be honest with you. There's a remarkable Guardian piece from years ago about the impact of heroin on the oblong. That was really badly hit, wasn't it? Birkenhead was absolutely decimated by it. There's a good series on Sky, Liverpool Narcos, where they talk about it. I think the first episode is about the heroin in the 80s, and then would have been ecstasy in the late 90s, and then Mozam for the rest of the time. Horrible, horrible. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Addiction is absolutely horrendous, no matter what it is. Doesn't have to be the same kind of addictions. There's people who are addicted to eating and just can't get themselves away from it. You know, those 1,000-pound sisters or whatever they are, just can't stop eating. If you keep on eating, you are going to die. Okay. You're not listening to what I said. Yeah. His legacy for me, positively, genuinely, there's records in that collection that he gave me back in the late 70s, early 80s. And a lot of the records that are in there I would never have listened to if it wasn't for him. So my taste in music, as eclectic as it is and as important as it is to me, originated from him. So no matter what happens, I'll always be thankful for that. Buzzcocks, fantastic. I love the Buzzcocks. You once asked Pete Shelley if he'd ever fallen in love with someone he shouldn't have fallen in love with, and he said, what did he say? What did he say? Have you met him? All the time. Did he wink at you while he was saying it? Did he give you the wink and the gun? You, just you. Yeah, it's bad. That stuff especially. Sam, how are you doing? Yeah, only want to see you chatting in your purple plush. Purple plush. Purple plush. Ali's not here yet. Connor, she isn't yet, mate. She probably will be soon, though. It was a concert. Buzzcocks are fantastic. I love the Buzzcocks. And the Undertones. 2 bands that he gave to me. He also gave me Madness, The Specials, The Selector, Bad Manners, all the ska, two-tone stuff, The Clash. Squeeze. Cool for fucking hell. Cool for Cats is on the Dookie right now. That's one of the songs, and it was on pink vinyl. How mad's that? That song. That's the reason why that song is on this jukebox, is because of my uncle. Weird. Very weird. Yeah, that's blown my mind. I used to love that song. First of all, because of I'd never seen a Pink record before. They were always black before that. I'd never seen a picture disc, and I think he had a Clash picture disc as well. So I was, shine out, mate.
It's going up, 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 it's there.
It is there. Level 11. Ding dang ding. Oh, an Irish red beer. Right, Lulu Bellatini, if you are lurking, cover your ears because it's going to be PP time. Okay. Irish red beer. That's Irish red beer. Anyone else need a pee? Anybody? Anybody? I'd drink that. I would drink that. Good stuff. An A to Z Dookie, which is on shuffle on. Yeah, very strange. Cool for Cats. What a tune. One of the most underrated bands ever. Glenn Tilbrook still sounds amazing. I've written songs that unfortunately sound like Squeeze, and I've not meant to. I don't try and copy people, but yeah. When I start singing them, there's certain sections of it where it just sounds... I don't sound anything like Glenn Tilbrook or Chris Difford, but it sounds like Squeeze, which I'm quite happy with, but also pissed off. Going up in the pub. Lulu Bellatini just spent 5 minutes trying to fix the sound on your phone to realise you were connected to your earbuds, which you put away an hour ago. I would say schoolboy error, schoolgirl error, but I have done that so many times. Easily done. Yeah, easily done. Easily done. Especially when you've got the sound of yaks in the background and things like that. You know what I'm saying? The Cool for Cats video in which the backing vocal girls are dancing was a formative experience for you. Yes, in the same way that Babushka by Kate Bush was for me. I don't think I was ever confused, but after seeing that video, I veer this way. Any mention of Irish and alcohol always makes you think of Peep Show. Let's make this an Irish wine and put whiskey into white wine. Yes. They're not afraid of a drink, are they, the Irish? Drink! Drink! It's warm in here, man. Just like the tea in my thermos. Still hot. Oh, we're getting so many deliveries. Loads of deliveries tonight. Also, my stuff arrived today. My stuff means nothing to you, does it? My PPI, PIP. Fucking hell. Wake up, Ashcroft, you dickhead. My PIP renewal stuff has arrived. I will have to look at that tomorrow. I am far too tired and in too much pain to even bother doing that tonight. How's your braces? What are we talking about braces there? Go on. What do you mean by that? And what... It's very, very nice. The lady that had the line is actually married to Richard Osman, right? Who is also the brother of the bass player in Suede, Matt Osman. Surprise, surprise. Your extra long cuffs. Did it have to be with you, being 12 foot 11? So what pyjamas are you wearing tonight, Louise? This is not being pervy. PIP, personal independent payment. It's a disability payment, which I am currently receiving and have been for the last 2.5 years. It now has to be rechecked to make sure that I'm still disabled. Know what I'm saying? Personal improvement plan. In work, we did have PIPs that were personal improvement plans. You've got a headband thing that doubles up, flat earphones and eye mask. Yeah. One of those. I have 4 of them, and at the moment only one works. I'm off to buy new ones. Inevitably comes up off in the night. Are you tossing all night? Is that what it is? Are you tossing all night, Tomash? Tomash the tosser. The bed sounds if it's speaking to you. The problem with that is if you fall asleep and you haven't charged it beforehand, and then at like 3 o'clock in the morning, a very loud and aggressive Southeast Asian voice shouts, "Disconnected!" What the? Okay, no. Pimp in Portugal. Enough money comes through. Did it rattle the house when it hit the floor? What are we talking about there? Filthy beggar, yeah. Pervy. Moi? Pervy? Never pervy. What are you wearing? What are you wearing? Pain in placenta. Could be. Saved you from an early tab opening. Sam, you're not getting away with this. There will be more tabs tonight. 3/4 of paperwork to mean people are entitled to additional support. A phone call would do it. I am convinced a phone call would sort it out. Are you alright? Not really, no. Pervy pyjamas. Do you know, I've got pyjamas. I don't normally wear them. Footy shorts do for me. That's the one yours is wearing out, stains the pillow with your sweaty mouth. You have to order them fairly regularly if you use them as much as I do. Every night I listen to the bit of white noise before I go to sleep. And by white noise, I mean sort of background noise. I don't mean fucking Ed Sheeran, know what I mean? Should have gone for a jazzier design. That's the one, mate. You can see how bobbly it is because I've absolutely nailed it to bits. And also it makes me look like a Crip or a Blood, which is a Crip, isn't it? Who wear blue. Answer that with the LA cap on as well, over the top of it. Terrible. We're always stressing out your poor PC. Yeah, but I mean, come on, Sam. We're expanding your horizons, aren't we? Bonds is not like Biffin's Bridge, definitely not. It is your head. As is also your filbert, your nut, your napper, your Swede. Looks like a snood. It does look like a snood, but it's not as long, if you know what I mean. It's just that's it. What you see is what you get. Whereas with your snood, it goes down and then goes up as well, by the way. I do have snoods. Send snoods. They make you fill a forms in so you can make mistakes and lose points, absolutely. It's harder to do over the phone, as you can explain yourself better. Absolutely. Mine's just going to be straightforward though. Because I work, or I've worked in that sort of environment before, I understand what they're looking for. So I'm just going to tell them the truth. If it gets taken off me, it gets taken off me, but I am still disabled, unfortunately. I'd rather not be. I'd rather lose the money and gain my legs and gain the ability to walk for miles or even for 30 or 40 yards without falling down, shattered, but there you go. Unfortunately, my body is saying no. Pingo in Palermo, be boss, I love that. The cat gently snoring supports your sleep. That's what you need. White noise really helps, doesn't it? I need a debobbler. One of there. I've got a debobbler. I've just no debobbled it because it's got to go in the bin. The only reason why it's there is to remind me to buy a new one. That's the unfortunate problem. It shouldn't require knowing jargon. It shouldn't to know knowing the game inside out. To be honest with you, I don't think mine does. I have days genuinely where... Fuck off, Frankie. I have days where I feel like I could walk a marathon and then within 10 yards I have to stop. I have days where the locomotion, the mechanics of walking feels smooth, where it almost feels like pre-stroke. And then 10 minutes later, it feels like I'm wandering like a pisshead. I'm drunk. It's bizarre. And it's the fatigue more than anything else. I just can't deal with it. I can't guarantee. I can't walk away from my car. Otherwise, I'm bollocksed. The club has been debobbled, it has. Thanks to Moyes, David Moyes, Davy Moyes. Ooh, I like a bit of ooh. A debobbler, that is a technical term. There's a difference. It used to be called the Remco fuzz away, didn't it? All those bobbles that you get on clothing. It's like a wee shaver, clothes shaver, a debobbler. Shows your debobbler. Get your debobbler out for the ladies. Okay, what I mean? Why am I Scottish tonight? If there's a gadget that's been advertised on YouTube, I have bought it. Not all. Not all. Some do not fit my my lifestyle. There's some field. What were you thinking? Do you know the reason why I got that, to be honest with you? I wear joggers pretty much most of the time. During the summer, it's shorts. During the winter, joggers. And what I've started doing now, which is stupid really, every year I'll buy 3 new pairs and I'll throw the other 3 away. Such a waste, but I do wear them out. I got that because I was starting to bobble them, so just debobble them, they'll last a bit longer. And then I look at them and think, they are just ready for the bin. They have been worn to within an inch of their life. So just wear, chuck, buy new. But it does come in handy for the occasional thing that I don't want to throw that away. It just needs bobbling. Remember, was it a Remington? Or Remco? Remco's a Dutch name, isn't it? Like Remco Boeren. In the US you say pilling rather than bobbling. Or just getting fuzz on. Yeah, it's the same thing, but just whatever you're used to, isn't it? I think bobbling sounds a bit more, I don't know. Sounds more normal because that's what we call it. Bobbling's a good word. I like bobbling. Sort of does exactly what it says on the tin, doesn't it? Every day I'm bobbling, bobbling. Oh, what sir. Yeah. Anyway, I've got one. I've also got one of those label makers. Is it a Tyco? The shit, they're made out of plastic now. They used to be made out of metal. They were brilliant. It was like using a proper gun. No. Click, click, click. Shite. Although I do label stuff. I have to. And if you don't believe me, I have to be careful doing that. That's my registration for drones. I am a drone patient. Did I have frost this morning? Right. Not only did I have frost, I had ice this morning. And that was about 8:30 in the blessed AM. My daughter, my wonderful daughter, who rang me up earlier on, said thank you for the first time in, how old is she? 19 years. I bought her a blanket. You know, one of those reflective blankets for the car, for the windscreen. And I dropped it off this week. And I said, when I phoned her yesterday, put your blanket on now. Put it on the car now. Oh, all right, Dad. She woke up this morning. She was in work for 7:45. She woke up and the car was frosty. It was frosty, but the windscreen was clear. She was buzzing with it. So she rang me up to thank me for it. That's Veet. Oof. Yeah, that's a different kind of fuzz you're getting away there, isn't it? Be careful with that. Your tea and chocolate biscuits, very nice. Oh, I've got a drone. It's not a proper drone. Well, it is and it isn't. It's one of those flying selfie stick things, a hover air. You press a button and it does the work for you. Which is why, if you watch any of my videos, when you get to the end and there's a little shot of above the houses, that's outside here. Up above the streets and houses, you know. It was icy this morning. Not only was it icy this morning, because I was going to Wigan, I had to go across the moss towards and through Ormskirk, and it was icy as all kinds. Always horrible out there. And then I got there and I had to wait for an hour. Ball ache. Imac in this house. See also Opal Fruits and Jif. Is that Jif as in Jif Cleaner or Jif Lemon? Christine knows Veet. The gives you away there. That's a giveaway. How's the reading going? Auntie Mandy, how's the reading going? I saw Alex Brooker talk about the assessments. What? How's he getting assessments? Chris McCausland, the blind dude, he gets them as well. How? Is this not just a, you are not going to get any better? There you go, tick. That should be the way it is. You label everything. Hat, monitor, chair, glasses, mouse, keyboard. Yeah. A Venus shaver. I had to read that twice there. You put Veet because you couldn't remember if Imac was 1 M or 2. I like that. If in doubt. So you're an Imac gal as well, are you? All we need to do is ask your neighbour. Have a look in the shower and see what she's got in there. Still on book 4, just reading a couple of pages a day at the moment. Fair play to you. Is Veet for only a specific area? It's all body part advertised there. No, no, I think it's all over, isn't it? All over. Sure, you know, you were at work, you were rock hard digging. It was horrible, wasn't it? Horrible. And the sun's really low as well. And of course, where I was going was heading directly west. So the sun was in my eyes. Always the way. And then Waze was a pain in the arse, the sat-nav, taking me all over the place. I didn't want to do a tour of Wigan before getting there. It set me around the back of the stadium, the football stadium. It's like, what? Why? Waarom doe je dat? Just fill a barrel with it every 6 months or so and climb in, absolutely. Head to toe. Smooth as the bonnet of a Porsche. Veet, is that like Tiger Balm? No, it isn't. It's a hair removal cream. Tiger Balm is slightly different, definitely. Trying to see if there's an undercurrent specific reference. There is an undercurrent. There is definitely an undercurrent, Sam. Wherever you need to fuzz away. Wherever you need to. You can't spell depilatory. Apart from the fact that you just done it. Yeah, definitely always write to questioners. Well, not me, them lot in there, them filth mongers in there. There is a sensitive for delicate areas. I'll take your word for it, Mandy. Just stick to industrial, yeah. Need to know which undercurrent is going where and if you should hop on or not. The undercurrent is going very under. And I don't mean down under, mate. Nearly spat your tea out. There you go. Is that through recognition? Is that what that is, Christine? Through recognition? I forgot about that. I've got a case of it out the back. I'll go and get that. Always question authority. Ask Mandy anything. Always. Ali, Ali, oh, Ali, Ali, oh. How you doing? You're all right. Men should use it on their faces. Smooth. Nah, you're all right. Burns. And it burns, burns, burns. I need to have something to hide behind at the moment anyway. Until I'm Brad Pittified, obviously. At which point, it's all on. It's all on. Yeah, Ali, you've joined us at a very, very weird time at the moment. Sam, all the undercurrents you shouldn't do elsewhere are more than welcome on this stream. Definitely, you know that, don't you? Esther, out Malcolm, you're... How's your blood pressure? How's your blood pressure? By the way, the name thing, I watched another video about this that came from YouTube. It's to stop people getting banned out of live streams and stuff, especially. All it would take is one of you to change your name, your display name, to the name of someone that you don't like, and go into a live stream and be disgusting, and you get blocked. Except you won't get blocked. They will. Pains in the arse. The Ring of Fire. That's why there's a sensitive version. Just got to be careful. Or do you like the burn? Is that what it is? Just something that makes you feel alive. Never felt more alive. Go for the burn. Oh, Shine Out. Sending pics, mate. Where are they? Where's my stuff? Oh, hang on. I like that. Leading lines. Always good to have leading lines. That's what they always tell us. Isn't that brilliant? Where are we? Where are we? Ooh. Now that is a nice house. The conservatory looks like ours. Marvellous. Look at that. Loads of space. I'd like that. I'd turn that into a proper studio arena. Should be your blood pressure should be sky high considering how you suck. That's Ajax, by the way, before anyone starts thinking Esther's changed profession. She hasn't. Yeah, imagine if the only sense of power I had in life was to get other people banned in a live stream. People do that all the time now. They never seem happy. If someone does something or... Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, if someone does something, achieves something, there's always someone there straight away. You shouldn't have got that. Why didn't I get that? Well, have you tried? No. Stop fucking moaning about it. Why did your band get signed and mine didn't? Did you play music? Well, not really, no. Just in the bedroom. Stop moaning in knobhead. Wish there was something to use on the face. You had a shave yesterday and you're needing further today. Your delicate face can't take it. He is a very delicate soul, is Tomasz. Boyish as well. Very boyish. Whereas I just look like a tramp. I look homeless. That's the unfortunate problem. Apart from when I was in hospital and that grew and my hair grew and I looked like Marv, is it? Off Home Alone. I genuinely did look like him as well. It was terrible. The young girls that used to work overnight, the young nurses, and the ones you're trying to impress. Really try and impress the young nurses because they're after a middle-aged stroke victim, aren't they? Trying to really impress them. You look like Marv off Home Alone. Oh, fucking hell. Crestfallen. Absolutely crestfallen. That's why you should never have been... That's why I never should have been modded. You are the mods. You are the mods. That looks like where you think Steve, Helen, Ruby all live. Esther, you never know. Could have changed profession. Fuck, dude. We are having a pyjama party and discussing hair removal, which goes hand in hand. Well, if you can reach, it goes hand in hand. Nice old couple live there. Oh, it's lovely that. Who have we got? Who have we got? Let's pin Sam to begin with. Sam, you've been pinned. And then we'll pin Shino. Follow, if you're watching this, follow both of those channels for some exceptional squirrel action at the moment. Exceptional squirrel action. Surprisingly close to them. Been a very heavy, eerie fog today, and then for some reason the town's street light hasn't turned on, so the streets are like Whitechapel in 1888. Oh man, I'd be out there. I would get a top hat just for that. A top hat and a black cape. And then just mooch out annoying people. Sounds very out of Gen X. Is there a menopausal version? All Gen X are menopausal now, aren't we? I know I am. I'm very menopausal. Keep bursting into tears, wanting chocolate. Exceptional squirrel. It is exceptional squirrel action, which of course I think is a very niche, a niche category on certain certain places. Sensational squirrel scenes. It is. Loads of cat action. Unfortunately, evil cat. Not the cats aren't evil, but that's just nature, isn't it? But stop annoying the squirrels. Tom to Tom. How are you? How's Mrs. Tom? Can you hear me, Mrs. Tom? And how is Domingos Duarte, el gato más guapo, eh? Keep having pauses. Me? No. That's your next title there, Sam. It's sorted. You've got loads there. Scenes as less dubious. YouTube's all about dubious. In fact, they should call it YouTubious. Or YouTubious. If it can be slightly filthy, you get away with it. Especially if you're a lady chap. Lady women chaps get away with it. Fellas don't. Because it sounds horrible from a fella, whereas from a girl it just sounds a bit playful. In the same way that I was thinking about this the other week, watching one of Vic's streams, and one of the young girls, I can't remember which one, 12, 13, 14-year-old girl, sent her a super chat. Oh, you're so cute. Sounds great coming from Vic. Imagine if a middle-aged man said, oh, you're so cute, young girl. It sounds fucking horrible, doesn't it? So you've got to be careful what you say. Lady chaps can say what they feel like. Man chaps, not so much. Your neighbour's cat got jealous of the squirrel, because that's exactly what it is, you know. Not getting any attention. Cats are needy bastards. I want all of the attention all of the time. What's that thing there? I will scare them away so I get all of the attention. You're lacking a bit of motivation, which you need to address. Mrs. Tom has been to the dentist. Got a sore mouth. Got a sore mouth? Domingo was on Paw Patrol. You mean on the TV show? That'd be good if he was. How are you? How are you in yourself? Hot flushes. Power surges. Oh, I like that. That's more like it. For all the support. No problem at all, Sam. You want to see channels get bigger and bolder and brasher. We want to see nuts all over the place. It looked jealous. Jealous but cute, absolutely. Struggling this week with that cat. Now, what you can do, and if Tom and Jerry have taught me anything, is to bring in a massive dog. The dog beats the cat can't beat the mouse stroke squirrel. You're alright. The snow you got a few days ago is almost gone. It was 3 degrees today. When will I see you? Looks like it's going to go to 10 degrees in a few days. That's happening here now. It was 0 Celsius this morning. It is now something. It is now 8 degrees Celsius. It's going to be 12 degrees overnight. As the day has gone on, it's got warmer instead of getting colder. So whatever's coming our way is coming your way. Are you going to go your way? Neighbour situation is tricky. Cat was supposed to go with the youngest kid. Mail it to the youngest kid, wherever they are. Get well soon, Mrs. Tom, definitely. And Mr. Tom to Tom. Your motivation. We will sort your motivation out. What's with a different handle? Esther, yours is different as well. It's because of your handle is unique, but your channel name isn't. So it's to stop people pretending to be other people. Naughty. -2 this morning on the Oblong of Dreams. You haven't seen the kids visiting their dad since they moved out? That's evil. Evil. Yeah, a water pistol will work. Especially if you fill it full of dog piss. Or is that just being too kinky? You were going to say that as well, Shane, or maybe match Domingo with Sam's neighbour's cat. Oh, yeah. As your neighbour's cat a lady cat? Would Domingo be given a little bit of brown chicken, brown cow? Saxophone music going on in the background, eh? Brown chicken, brown cow. Didn't mind the Tomash YouTube reverting to the proper handles wasn't for you, so you changed it to Eringoesh. A username you use elsewhere, you do. It is still you, we know it's you. You're the spitting image of yourself. Great minds think alike, sort of sick minds, which I'm made up with. Kids went with the mum, but the dad is struggling. Oh, that's horrible. That. Poor sod. Yeah, I know what you mean. When my ex left, she took everything. All the furniture. My daughter. My 47-inch plasma TV. I was absolutely gutted. I fucking love that TV.
Very poor.
Very poor indeed.
Very poor indeed.
Very poor. It was cold. -7. The day after it was 5. That's a 12-degree swing is very, very swingy. The office is excessively warm. My bedroom is today, unfortunately. I think I've got a Wendy open and it's still red hot, by the way. But it needed to be because it was cold earlier. I mean, I was very, very ping, you know what I mean? If I stood too close to the glass, I'd cut it. That's how bad it was. Care for your mum and dad, not all the time, but there every day. As you should be. You've got to, haven't you? 47-inch. I know, yeah. I know you like it bigger, but it's the best I could do at the time. It's a lot bigger now. I think it's 60-inch now. I think the one I've got is 60-inch. Speaking of size, I'm all over the place. Within the last 2 years, I've been measured 6'4", a smidge under 6'2", a smidge over 6'2", and only one of them has actually spent a little time making sure I was measured. The other two have just been in, out, off you go. I was also, what they say, I was 94 kilos, which is not bad really, is it? Considering, actually, yeah, I'm now a fat bastard because I'm 2 inches shorter. What's the Irish saying that Thomas's new name reminds you of? I don't know, it reminds me of air indoors. It's a lot milder than yesterday. Ali Ali-o, it's a lot milder than this morning, to be honest with you. Erin go Brath. What? Yeah, you will still be Tom to Tom Tom. Well, all of us will still be Tom to Tom Tom Tomming, no matter what it says on the screen. You still haven't done the YouTube games. You're missing out, man. You'll mail one of us the cat. The shelters are pretty full. Send it over. It'll be sound. There's lots of cat enthusiasts in this chat. It's a cat chat. Do a lot for all the family. Sister's garden, the kids' gardens, and walking the dogs. Working for old people. Good stuff, man. You should be proud of that. So many people don't give a shit about the family, the friends, the neighbours, nothing. Just very selfish. You're not. I like that. Who is this Erin? Who's this Erin? Ali, what does that mean? How does it relate to Tomash? Yes, and you are SS Esther. Which is terrible when you've got a lisp. Yeah, which vicious bastard put an S in the word lisp and 3 T's in the word stutter? No need for it, is there? Just terrible. Like, why is dyslexia such a hard word to spell? Why is abbreviated such a long word? There's no need for any of this. It's just evil. It's the Illuminati, I'm telling you. Definitely the Illuminati. You are. Oh yeah, Mandy is allergic. She's allergic to cat hair, which is where the Veet comes in, isn't it? We'll supply the antihistamines. Absolutely. You always believed you were 178. The doctor measured you at 181. Last days you were thinking she was either wrong or you were just a 181 man identifying as a 178. I want to be measured again properly. Although I think I might be stooping slightly. When I used to walk to my full height, oh man, I was so erect. I was so erect. Should have seen me. Proper full on. As stiff can be. But I can't do that now. I don't walk properly. I used to lope. Proper lope. Stood tall. Not leaning backwards. Not like Michael Johnson was at the runner. Not like that. Just fully erect. I don't do that anymore, so I don't know. I don't think I'm 6'2". If I was, I wouldn't be towering over absolutely everybody in every room. So I think it's absolute bollocks. No Christmas surprise package for you. Unwrap this. Filth. It's not stupid, Cass, but you've got to know, haven't you? Ask her if you're being really nasty. Mrs. Jackson's words, not yours. Ireland forever. You identify as a 180 centimetre man. I don't even know what I identify as anymore. Whether it's tall. Am I average anymore? Is that what it is now? Have I suddenly become average? What makes me special? I'm going to cry. Make them measure me at morning, noon and night and take the average. Not a fucking chance I am going to Wigan morning, noon and night. I don't like going there once every 6 months. I'm only joking, I don't mind Wigan. It is a little bit sort of meth central, to be honest with you. Makes Birkenhead look like Milan, you know what I mean? Which is a shame. I thought most men were a lot bigger in the morning, aren't they? Sorry, a lot taller in the morning. Strange that line isn't blocked. There's some things get blocked, some things don't, Esther. It's bizarre. Don't forget you're dealing with an American company that don't like certain things. So what we find offensive, they don't, and what they find hugely offensive, we don't. So it all depends, doesn't it? Some things just don't make it through. Tell us where this nasty Mrs. Jackson lives. Yeah, we'll sort it out. We'll get a shadabang. We'll knock shite out of her. My hats make me special. Oh, thank you. Nothing else, obviously. No personality, Christine. Nothing like that, no. Just me hats. Thank you very much. I'm only joking. I've got special hats. Mandy on a mission. Mandy on a mission. You knew a cross-dressing man from near where I had my appointment. That would explain a lot. They had a Wigan address.
Very poor. Very poor indeed.
Very poor indeed. Are you here all week? I'm here all week. Together with the other Jacksons, is there 5 of them? If so, I think I know them. Only ever towered over your gran on your dad's side. She was 158. What is that, an imperial? 2'6", a Sandy Toxvig. I don't know, I towered over everyone for years, and then all of a sudden I'm no longer tall, but I'm still towering over people. 1 Toxvig is a recognised unit of Danish measurement. It is. And the thing is, once you get to 18 Toxvigs, it then becomes 7 plus 1 plus 55 minus whatever it is. Because they have a strange thing, a strange measurement of Toxvigs. How are the Zwogs? Yeah, as I'm shrinking, my hats are getting taller. It is, and I'm also wearing shoes with heels on them. Got lifts in my shoes. Steve, oh, is there room for a little one? There is. There's also room for you as well, mate. Hello to our Steve-O. And of course Helen, the Norfolk correspondent, doing remarkable work in the field. and Ruby Ruby Roo, the finest tennis ball retrieval system on the planet. You'll budge your 180 centimetre frame over. There you go. Steve-O was 180. We're all 180. In an ideal world, wouldn't we? We'd all be 180. Just straightforward 180. That's all you need. What more do you need? An A400 just went over you. Are we talking plane? Do you know what's gone over me this week? A couple of times, and I can't think what it is now. A Vigo or something. I don't know why it's here. Some kind of army-ish plane. Not mad, not like a Euro Typhoon kind of thing, but still fairly quick. But it's mad. It just occasionally turns up, and a couple of very, very expensive looking helicopters. You're watching the Arsenal game at half time. I forgot there's footy. Wrexham are playing tonight, aren't they? There are UK comedians only famous in Denmark that we wouldn't have heard of. What it was? My poetic soul makes me special. Oh, you're speaking my language there, Christine. You're speaking my language. Keep stroking the ego. Go on, keep stroking it. Yeah, filthy beggar, you. What do you think of it so far? She's not on any show over there. Sandy's on loads over here, isn't she? Didn't she have to escape Denmark to become famous? Like quite a few people have escaped wherever they came from. Mariella Frostrup as well. Just escaped where they came from, came here, and all of a sudden are just world famous in their street. You must be Nazish. She is Nazish. You see, you got to be careful doing stuff like that, Christine. Because now we can tell exactly where you are. She doesn't do any TV in Denmark. Because they haven't got a clue who she is. She can't walk down the street in the UK without being mobbed, but no one over there knows who she is. I'd love to see more content with it. She's been on lots of stuff over here, so YouTube should be full of things. Very, very funny lady. It was weird, didn't like her from the start. Can't understand why she came to TV too and carried on her illegal business. Conrad Molden. He's pretty famous and he's from the UK. What? Never heard that name in my life. Although you can sing it to Glad All Over, can't you, by the Dave Clark 5. And I'm feeling doom doom Conrad Molden, yes I'm doom doom Conrad Molden, baby I'm. No, maybe not. Keep on, she'll do an update to Sandy's Wood. I know what that is now, but it's not pervy. I know what that is now. She probably will do. There's loads of shows like that which I would think are fairly straightforward to make. No TV show is easy to make, but fairly straightforward to make. And people really love watching. More chill stuff. More chill vibes, man. She never came from Denmark. Her dad was a foreign correspondent, so they live everywhere. She didn't go to school there or live there growing up. So she's Danish, but not Danish. So maybe that was the little thing she did over here. I'm Danish. Don't sound Danish. Never lived there. Fair enough. But that's her angle, isn't it? That's her thing. A little thing. Yeah, it's presented the news quiz radio series, yeah. There's a clip of her unable to breathe for laughing and crying that you love so much. There's lots of good stuff on BBC Radio. The news quiz is fantastic. It'll be on BBC Sounds, the app. I think you get that over in the States, can't you? No idea who that person is. Esther, you might have seen her. Will you be called me Golden Eye? You can do, but it's going to be better than that, Ali. It's going to be Platinum Eye, isn't it? A platinum chain. It was a blob of gold, just to check what the weight is. And the fella said when he put it on, he said, like, close your eyes, open, close. That looks better already. And then I'll get you the platinum, which is a link, like a little chain, which makes it easier, more malleable within the eyelid. And it goes at the top. I thought it was at the bottom, but it's not. It's like a garage door, apparently. The weight is at the top, and when you close your eye, it just adds a little bit of weight to pull it down more. And apparently, if on a bright day, you can see it through your eyelid, which is going to be freaky AF. But I don't care, man. She was a shady SOB. That gangster guy literally gave you a nightmare. Steve, you're sort of paying attention. Oh, don't worry if you're not responding. I know there's other stuff going on, mate. Don't worry about that. Fazza, you can post links. You have a spanner next to your name. You have the ability. Fazza, give you that creeps. Your hero, the dear departed Jeremy Hardy. What an absolutely amazing comic he was. Talking about gifted children, Sandy Loser. We have lost a really special talent in Jeremy Hardy. One of those comedians, a bit like Sean Locke. They are just themselves. You can imagine they're not even doing an act. They're just being themselves. Absolutely amazing. If you get a chance, watch some Jeremy Hardy. Save, there you go. There's a tab open now. Right, the platinum chain. Will I send the scanners off? No, I will not. I was told by the fella in the 5 minutes that I was sat there, his name's Tony, by the way, very, very strange surname. He said, the good news is it will not set off scanners at airports. Do I fucking look like I go anywhere, mate? I'm like the colour of spoiled milk. But yeah, I'll be in permanent, had to read that twice, wink mode. It's the old Billy Connolly thing, isn't it? About the fellow with the bad tick. Keeps winking all the time. He's got pockets full of condoms. Every time I go into a chemist and ask for a comb or something, they keep giving me condoms. Yeah. Now, what I'll look like Brad Pitt. I won't look like Brad Pitt at all. What I look like is an ugly bastard, but with two normal eyes. There you go. Guess you're the only one with no parents. Fucking hell, that's down. Captain Come Down there, man. You get a bit of Jeremy Hardy from Jonathan Park. He has got that vibe about him, hasn't he? Definitely. Until Sandy's parents had enough of her antics at school and sent her to a British boarding school at age 14. She had a thick New York accent. Oh my God. So her family was based over there, obviously being a diplomat. Oh my God. The name's Sandy Twaxvig. Twaxvig. Great New York name. I hope you enjoy it, yeah. She presented the tribute to Jeremy Hardy on the radio. Her voice falters towards the end. Oh man, I can imagine that. Again, he's such one of those fellas that you can imagine everybody loved. A comedian's comedian. Brad Pitt, I say. I've coined it the Brad Pittification. When I go in there, I'm going to come out, I'm going to look fucking stunning. Absolutely stunning. I'm going to look that good, I'll make men moist. Good comedians were often problems at school. Absolutely they were. Billy Connolly was talking about that. I think she's the greatest comedian of all time. Yeah, I'm going all gangster and drill mode with my platinum chain. I will be throwing signs out. Northwest Side. You can't really do, I mean, you can do West, can't you? You can't really do bear's paws unless you've got some kind of, I don't know, arthritis. I'll work on that though. And you need two hands to do it, don't you? Throwing gang signs with one fucked hand doesn't really work. You're going to picture him as Martin Malm. Is that Malm or Malm? Platinum chain and the Crip headband. Didn't they support 8 Mile Radius in Toronto in 72? They talk about original accent being American. It's not American now, is it? It's very, very posh British. Steve-O, blood pressure is up enough and she's now stable enough to see if they can find the internal blood. Oh, good stuff, man. So it's improving. Keep sending positive vibes. Come on. Mama Steve, come on, we can do this. I'll need blonde highlights. I have had blonde highlights in the past. Honestly. Come back from California in 1988. Oh, it was horrible. 1988, which is an excuse really, isn't it? Blonde highlights, stonewashed jeans, California tan. I looked a mess. But I looked young, which I suppose is a help, isn't it? Yeah, we need a bit of good news.
Piggly ding. Next.
Piggly ding, next. You're good for the bear's paw sign. Right, I want to see this. I want to see you try and do this, Lulu Bellatini. It must be difficult for you being, 17 foot 12T, but I want to see it happen. Show us your BP. Neil, orange peel. Right, Jeff's been watching the young ones again, has he? Nothing wrong with that, Jeff. We like the young ones. Not like that, not like that. Still hot. You just dislocated a finger trying to throw up a BP gang sign. Sorry, a BP gang sign. Why are you throwing up fingers up BP gangs? Stay away from petrol stations doing stuff like that, you filthmonger. Absolute filthy beggar, you. I wonder, could I make a sign out of a BP garage sign and turn it into a bear's paws? Could we do that? Could we do that? I'm not buying anything else. Foxtrot Oscar. Esther, can you have a Kippers red? You can. But, again, Lulu Bellatini, cover your ears, because you know what's going to happen now, don't you? Makes you want to pee. Makes you want to pee. Jeff, is Jeff in here? Jeff's always here. Jeff is omnipresent. Chat thingy a sign. Yeah, but I mean use the actual BP sign. And then I'll chat thing you. Chat thingy's been really good for doing stuff like that. As you can see by today's video, I stole a picture off of the internet. But I think by doing it and turning it into an impressionist picture, it was transformative. But it was stolen from the BBC. Cheers, bottoms up. After one drink, fair play to you, like. You actually went to business school for a semester, Casper. A lot of types like that, pockets full of dad's money and so much self-confidence, made you want to vomit on the daily. Do you know what? Self-confidence is fantastic. I am Schrodinger's confident man. I have no confidence whatsoever, and also at the same time, all the confidence in the world. Know what I mean? It's bizarre. Genuinely no confidence, very, very shy, introvert, and yet also an absolute show-off and full of confidence. It's bizarre. Some people don't deserve it. Probably I don't deserve it, but I don't give a shit. Pinch to pick, I know, outrageous. But it did make it look beautiful. Wigan Pier has never looked so beautiful. And I didn't put my face on it, because obviously that would just spoil how beautiful the picture was. Outrageous. You go with heights and weights and stats. This is how you assess how much contaminated soil needs dumping in a farmer's field. Oh, Missouri laminates. All blokes say they're shy. The thing is though, Christine, I am. Genuinely. Sorry, I was. Shall I say I was? I changed school and countries a few times. So I was the new kid. And what was it? 4. So I just started school in Wrexham. Moved from Wales to the north east to Middlesbrough. So I was the new kid in school. Then we moved from there to the Netherlands. I was the new kid in school and it was a completely different language. And then when I moved back to England, I moved back in second year, whatever they call it nowadays. So the entire year had been together for a year. And then I came in and I was completely the new boy. They thought I was Dutch. Is that Dutch kid? I'm not fucking Dutch, I'm from Garston, just down the road. Alright, I thought you were Dutch. They said you come from Holland. Yes, I've just come from Holland. That's where I lived. I'm not from there. I'm from there. Just fucking there, you can see it from here. Alright. So I had to pretend to not be shy. And I've done it for that long that I am no longer shy. Although I am a little bit. Just a little bit. But I'm not. I'm a proper show-off. Years of working behind the bar means I will quite happily stand in front of anybody, do any accent, sing any kind of shite song, tell jokes. I don't care. I don't care. A lot of us are. We are. Missouri laminates, you'd be floored by their offers.
Very poor. Very poor indeed.
Very poor indeed, very poor. I am quiet in real life. I am Mandy, you know I'm quiet in real life. I'm more reserved than quiet. Especially first time round. If I meet someone for the first time, I always try and at least be a bit reserved. What you don't want to see first time you meet someone is the full Nick. No, I don't mean like that. I just mean I can be a bit over the top at times, as you know by watching this. You don't need that on the first time you meet someone in real life. So just dial it back slightly. You're shy when you're younger, now you don't give a fuck. It's a part of aging as well, isn't it, Steve-O? Just you get to that point where there's no point. Nobody cares. When you hijacked my stream, it was two shy people. We cancelled each other out, we did. We became more than the sum of our parts. Sorry, what? You are a cunning linguist. Easy for you to say. Missouri laminates is so what you'd call the invoice factory. One guy that got caught dumping toxic waste on farmland had koi carp, £15,000 per fish. He started going missing. Say, what, my fuck? Yep, far too much round people. Naughty, naughty, very naughty. Lovely. The full Nick is definitely a title for something. If I need to start raising money at some point. The full Nick, of course, will include the back of the knees. Just telling you. Set up security cams because he was sure it was some farmer. Turns out seals stuck into his yard at night. Have you ever seen that one with fish going missing out of an aquarium? And same thing, they put cameras up and it was an octopus in the next tank that was getting out, pushing up the top of the tank, getting out, crawling down up into the next tank, eating all the fish, climbing back out, making sure the lid was back on, back into his own tank, lid back on, and just sat off watching the telly. They're mental, man. Missouri Laminates could well be your shell company for your multi-million kroner enterprise. It is Ebenezer good. Anyone got any Veras? Lovely. Not the back of the knees. That's the best bit. Everyone loves the back of the knees. Yeah, the octopus, they are such... I am genuinely torn as to whether they are actual earth creatures or they might be the aliens that we're worried about. All the time we keep looking up for slimy aliens coming from Mars and stuff like that. We're looking in that direction. They might already be here in that direction. They're so smart. Back at knees. Oh, get your short back at knees. Get your back at knees outfit, girls. It is rhyme and slang. Vera Lynn's, man. Anybody got any Veras? Lovely. Eyes good. Eyes are good. Is Ebenezer good? Remember Paul the Octopus? Yeah, back in 2010 when he predicted all the winning teams in the World Cup. Bizarre, aren't they? Do you know why they were called Veras? It's not be Manchester. They went from Manchester, though, were they? The Prodigy. And I remember them, the Prodigy when... Fucking hell, they're not the Prodigy, are they? What am I on about? The Shaman, right? The Shaman. They had a song called Move Any Mountain, but it wasn't called Move Any Mountain. When it first came out, it was called Pro, larger than Gen, which I thought was Protogen. That's what I thought the play on words was, which is why the Prodigy was in my mind. Pro, larger than Gen. Because I've got it still on a cassette in the top 20 from the 80s, late 80s. And then they re-released it as Move Any Mountain, and it became a fairly big hit. That's also a Boss tune, Move Any Mountain. Boss Drum by The Shaman is a really good album as well, by the way. If you've not listened to it, give it a go. Ali had a call. That Louise on the phone to you, is it? Target acquired. We need a group photo, back of the knees only. Oh, imagine that. Wrexham 1 up. Baggies 1 up. Go on, Wrexham. Up the town. No idea what they are. Esther, you know what they are? Veras. Vera Lynn's. Vic's dogs are going to predict the 2026 World Cup. That, my friend, is a fact. An octopus has 3 hearts and its brain is donut shaped. Little Fluffy Clouds, the Orb. I love that tune. Definitely. Yeah, Vera's are Vera Lynn's skins. She of the wartime song, There'll Be Bluebirds Over the White Cliffs of Dover. You have an octopus for Christmas dinner with the family. There's not much meat, but everyone gets a leg. Hey, you're having that one.
Very poor. Very poor indeed.
Having that one, Dave. Taking someone out at the knees is the assignment. That'll be what it is, you know. Don't go for the chest. Don't go for the head. The kill zone is at the back of the legs. Vera Duckworth. Every time I see shampoo with aloe vera on it, I think of Jack. Aloe vera. Its esophagus goes through the hole in its donut brain so I can get brain damage from swallowing something too big. Yeah. Speak to my ex-wife. Bollocks. Binoculars. Boy North. I made a short with that song. I've made shorts with a load of songs, haven't I? Shorts are not really good, though. Unless you're doing well with your watch hours and you need subs. The World Cup is coming up. If you need subs, just start making funny shorts for the World Cup. Everybody is searching YouTube for the World Cup at that point. I will prove this. When the World Cup comes round, one of the other channels that I've got, I will just do loads of footy shorts and see what happens. Call them Gary's, yeah, Gary Ablett's, man. Ori, yeah. That's your very poor indeed hat-trick. 72 minutes, back of the net, ding dang do. Yeah, not brain damage, that was herpes. Don't say don't give you anything. How to cross over with squirrels in the World Cup. There has got to be a way. There's got to be a way. We can do this. Could you possibly, where you put the seed down, you could put team 1, team 2, and I sort of tape it off and put something and put loads of seed on each side, and whichever one they go to first is going to win the game. There you go. Side quest. Pat Sharp. Yeah, there you go. 2 tubs, 1 squirrel. I think I've seen that video before. Liverpool 1, PSV 2. Horny slut will be getting binned, won't he? This is not simply sensational, here we know. Printed flags and nuts. Whichever nuts go first, that team wins. There you go. Loads of ideas here. Get a little jacket on him. Slotting. Who are you slotting? Oh, slot in. See about that. And if the cat might be sequestered away that day, there you go. But it's just if you start using the right words, the right search terms, you'll get loads and loads of views easily. The same with the Olympics when that's on. A lot easier with football though, because the entire world loves football and it's searching for it all the time. That's where the majority of my subs came from. Not from having good videos, not from being a wonderful person with a fantastic personality, nothing like that, no. Football shorts. Not like that, not like that either. Football shorts, no. The national football team of Benin is nicknamed the Squirrels. Are we supporting Benin from now on? You trap them in the greenhouse. There you go, sorted. You're staying there until a team wins now. Sort of. Yeah, we do not use the word sequestered enough in the pause. You have raised us up. The standard has gone up. That's what we need. Bosch is bald as well. Diola. SEO is such an annoying thing. You're not above doing it. ChatGPT is really good for that. Just saying. Just saying. Create an SEO optimized YouTube video description using the following transcript or about this particular thing, and it does it for you. ChatGPT, good for stuff like that. Not for everything else, but good for stuff like that. See what? Bosch was your manager a while ago. He was, wasn't he? Is it Bosch? Bosch. 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 Wish it wasn't necessary, but here we are. I know it's a pain in the arse. Although there is being a bit of fight back. There is footy. There is footy. Sorry. Full spout. Full spout. Back with the net. Pink down two. Footy talk. Chappy GPT says sexy squirrel sensation shock. Sexy squirrel sensation shock. Simply sensational. It's good. It is pretty good actually. I use it a lot on me vloggy stuff. All I do is I get the video and then I put it into a little program which takes the transcript. And then I use that, and ChatGPT makes it SEO optimized, which is helping genuinely. Squirrel select soccer, football, not soccer, but it needs an S. It does. That is the only time we will allow it. So we'll have that. Plus, the world will be searching for football and soccer because it is in North America, isn't it? So they know that. Very clever indeed. There's loads of stuff you can do. And yet, what are people doing with AI? Trying to make Star Trek porn out of it? I mean, for fuck's sake, come on. 7 of 69. Right, brilliant. On the other hand, not on the other hand, on the other stuff you can do is make actually smart stuff. I was looking for video ideas the other day. What can I do on the postcards to keep them fresh and invigorated? And I come up with a list of stuff. Would you like me to do some shot lists for you? Yeah, go on. Just to see what it was coming up with. Well, brilliant. This is a load of shit, what you put in, but I can change that for this, that for that, that for that, that for that. So it doesn't really know what I can point at, but it tells me what kind of stuff I can point at, so to speak. It's really good. If you know the right things to ask ChatGPT, it's brilliant. If you don't, it looks awful. Cat Stafford, Chipmunks Classic. That was you, not AI. Which? The shot listy stuff. I've done it and saved all the writing down, just so I can tick it off as I'm holding it. That was part of the earliest internet chat rooms. A bunch of old school geeks invented Slash fanfic with Kirk and Spock. Absolutely. It's mad, isn't it? And now look at us. Also, AI music. Suno have sold out as well, haven't they? There's nowhere now where you can make AI music and download it and use it. Everything's got to be paid for. Bastards. Udio was brilliant. But we got 2 good years out of it, so that'll have to do. That'll have to do. Nowhere else does it. You made some code with ChatGPT and then ran it, found the errors, then fed it back into ChatGPT where it solved the errors. Then repeated that until it worked, just to test its limits. Yeah, it is. It learns things, doesn't it? And it will learn constantly from being fed information. The big difference is it can't make anything new. All it can do is feed something back to you that it already knows, which is why humans and artists will always be way ahead of it. There'll be no getting away. You need to have human beings. AI can't make a leap of faith. It can't make a complete connection from one place to another It has to go in order. What do I know? What do I know? What do I know? Not the human brain. I'd say they're a great idea. Why don't we send a balloon up to Mars and see what happens? ChatGPT, why? Because I want to know. But why? Fuck off, will you? Humans, man. We're so underrated. I was confused to hear soccer from a Brit. Mandy's not a football fan though, so, it's understandable. Yeah, the US got the word soccer from British English before we stopped using it. We never used it though. That's a lie. The only people who used it were middle class schoolboys who played rugby in the morning and soccer in the afternoon. It's always been football. Chat thingy can't animate. It can't because it's not an animation AI program. Those exist. VO, Nano Banana, things like that can animate. ChatGPT should be used for text style stuff. It's problematic. It's trained its stuff online, and now the internet is filled with AI. Yeah, it's trained on itself, and it's trained on misinformation deliberately. So many linguists on shorts covering that. It was used, but it was used by public schoolboys, rugby football, and association football, which is where soccer comes from. It's a bastardisation of association. Soccer, we don't call it that. We never have done. Unless it's something like Soccer AM, a TV show. Football AM didn't sound right. Soccer AM's got a roll to it, hasn't it? Soccer AM. So they use that. Roll on, pick GPT. There is pick. Leonardo.ai is much better than that anyway. If you want to make picks, there's loads of pick ones, and they're all fairly free as well. You get so many points you can use every day. Get it done. Get it done. So Twitter's Grok went full Nazi for a day or so. Yeah, it declared it would now only be called Mecha Hitler. Musk, he's also done that thing where no matter what question you ask, Elon Musk is the answer. Who would win in a fight between Elon Musk and Mike Tyson? And it said Elon Musk. Tyson's got the power, but Musk has got the staying power. Fucking what? Man's an idiot. Imagine having all the money in the world and being that thin-skinned. Why can't he just use some of his money and go and chill? Go and sit on an island somewhere. Prick. Football? Yeah, football. There's too much money in those bastards. Let's take some of it back off them. Elon, we're going to take 20 billion off you and we're going to feed people. And we're going to give them medicines. And we're going to look after them. There you go. We're going to take another 20 billion off you and we're going to start trying to clean some of the waterways. It will not, you're not saying anything slightly bad about the horrible little man. Horrible little man. They all are, aren't they? They're all, the billionaires, the big billionaires don't even look remotely human. They all look slightly as though they're lizard people. You know what I mean? They don't look human. You will not say anything even slightly bad about that horrible. No, you will. You will. By the end of it, you will. Not just slightly bad. You will see loads of really, really bad things. South Park. Thora, not sorry. Not seen any of them for years. Despite the fact that I live in Southport, going down to Southport, gonna have myself a time. Is it still funny though, is it? Is it hilarious? It hasn't done what The Simpsons did, has it? Played itself out now. Het was zo goed. Nah, I've not seen any of it. Do you know, I'm not even watching TV that often these days. Streaming. Loads of YouTube. And loads of old school comedy. Ali, how am I? I am so tired and emotional. It felt like a really long day. And it isn't, you know. When I used to take Jess to work every morning when she was in for 7:45, I'd be up at 6:30. I was up at 7:30 today, so it wasn't that bad. Up, showered, cup of tea, and out into the freezing cold, but it just feels really long. No, Frankie, not like that. People started asking questions like, who's the best, something derogatory, and he was the answer for that. Because he's just so thin-skinned. Just, who's the biggest, the biggest tit on the planet? Elon. Completely bashing Trump. How long have we got left of that tangerine tit? Yeah, Saddam Hussein was in the original South Park movie, yeah. Relationship with Satan, now it's Trump. You go all in on the current government. Like 25 mil in 5 seasons. No boundaries, absolutely. Depends if you actually have elections again. Yeah, he's working hard to get rid of that, isn't he? The Emperor, His Right Royal Highness, Emperor Donald. Crazy. They've got to stand up to him. Or stop going on about how important the Constitution is because it's a load of bollocks. If you're not willing to protect it now, you're not willing to protect it at all. If his heart condition takes him, Sam, he hasn't got a heart. He's got a swinging brick where his heart should be. I reckon he's animatronic anyway, which is why he occasionally sort of goes a bit weird. Starts coming out with shit that makes no sense. That's why his signature doesn't look like a human signature, does it? Cray. Isn't South Park just online now? Is it? Is it not shown on any TV station? Do you have to stream it? Is that because it got sold? I know they sold it, didn't they, to whoever... Was it Paramount? They sold it for a lot of money, including the entire back catalogue. I was going to say back passage there. What the fuck is wrong with me? Including the back passage. Satan is pregnant with Trump's child, though. He's anti-abortion. He's trying to get rid of it. That's what it is, isn't it? That choice. What does he do? What does he do? I reckon he'd like it anyway, wouldn't he? Donnie being involved with Seattle. Hitler's DNA. Crazy, innit? Kalman syndrome. Mad. That might explain a lot for these people. In the US, you think it's Wednesday, it's Comedy Channel every other Saturday. It could be because that's why they're so evil. That and the fact that he couldn't paint. Trumpless world doesn't fix the folks that have been working to make the US a full-on Christo-fascist state. No, absolutely. There's people who are still working in the background. Doesn't matter whose face is on the front page. There's people in the background who are doing that. It's crazy. And yet, if you look around the world, most of the world is getting less and less religious. And then there's a few places, like the States being one of them. Some of the, obviously the Middle East are absolutely obsessed with religion, but bit by bit, South America's always been hugely Catholic, but even that, it's being dialed back a little bit. At some point, there will be no religion. As John said, well, there's no earth, no heaven, you know. He's only ever been a useful idiot. I don't even think he's been useful. When you think he's doing well for them, he puts his foot in it and does something spectacularly stupid. They must be thinking, will he just be quiet? Say the words that we've told you. Nothing more. Don't make stuff up on the go. He seems to be doing that quite a lot at the moment, does Donald, doesn't he? Making shit up. As if being quiet, something wrong with that. Got to tell people sometimes, people I know in real life, don't be afraid of silence. There's nothing wrong with silence. If it needs to be broken, it'll be broken. Don't manufacture something just to break the silence. Shh. Let it breathe, man. Let it breathe. Not him. Always got to be soft bastard. Oh, Putin with the pics. I reckon Vlad's got receipts, man. Vlad has got receipts. Watch this space. He's got a complete inability to be quiet. He's like a child. Kids are like that, aren't they? When you say to them, be quiet, why? Just need to be quiet. But why? No, you've got to be quiet just for a second. Just be quiet for a second, but why? On and on and on and on. Fucking just... But I am being quiet. You're talking. I'm not talking. Fucking talking now. South Park isn't on any streaming service here, just on Comedy Central, yeah. A lot of reps are banned because, oh yeah. Mandy, what level are you on the YouTube game? Go on. Are you on the game? Liverpool 1, PSV 3. Get in there, lad. What kind of team has he put out tonight? Has he just give up on it completely? Lineups. That is not a reserve team he put out either, is it? That's an actual first team. Ooh. Oops. Bye-bye, Arnie. Arnie, bye-bye. 2-0 Wrexham. Get in there, lads. Nathan Broadhead scored for Wrexham. Good Evertonian, lads. Good Evertonian, lads. We're all just too hopeful about Putin having anything that would phase the cult. Yeah, you can't rely on someone like that either, because he's another absolute lunatic. You keep seeing bits on YouTube. I didn't think bits were allowed on YouTube, Louise. It's mainly Trump and Merkel. Over 8k without looking. Happy days, man. Working hard. Working hard, obviously. This is why you're not reading books, isn't it? Doing that. Yeah, I've not watched it in years, South Park. Don't watch anything. Just, there's loads of good stuff on the old like 70s and 80s comedy. I'd rather watch that. Sick of the news. I don't watch it anyway, but it's always on in the house. Doesn't matter what time of the day you walk in there. Go make a cup of tea. There's more fucking news on. How many times you need to watch the news in a day? And then buy the newspapers the following day to tell you what you just sat and watched for 10 hours. It's mecca no science to me, mecca no science. Yeah, with the fellow that was not there, it's called Got Nut. What? Bond in Nederland, or completely. Has he been putting pressure on them to pull the episodes? That's what satire is supposed to be. Satire is supposed to prick the pomposity of the people involved. You've got to have it there. You've got to be able to do stuff like that. And if you're any kind of government, any kind of president, prime minister, you should be able to roll with the punches. If that's what they're saying about you, take it on the chin, just get on with it. Mention it in speeches. Oh, they proper roasted me the other day. Yeah, just smile about it and get on with it. Otherwise, you are giving it the Streisand effect, aren't you? The more you talk about it. Don't watch it, it's terrible. Don't watch it, it's terrible. Everyone's watching it. Well done. How's Jess doing? She's alright. She rang me today, thanking me for buying her a windscreen blanket cover screen thing. Because it was freezing this morning with a capital PH. Freezing. People have to be able to pick at the leaders and systems. They have to. You've got to keep them on the toes. Yeah, I need to hold them to account as well. Satire is really important, isn't it? And to drag them down a peg or two as well before they start believing their own hype. If you don't, fairly soon, either the US president or our prime minister will have like Saddam Hussein pictures of himself all over the place on the side of buildings, giving it one of them, looking into the middle distance. Do not allow that. Do not allow it. Yeah, when you get up in the morning, you don't want to start the day with news. It's too depressing. It's the same watching anything Trump related. I don't watch it at all. It's not even news anymore. It used to be news. Back in the day, they'd say, this is the news. An oil tanker crashed today. A plane ran out of fuel and made an emergency stop. This person lost his job. This famous person lost his job. And finally, a cat was saved out of a tree. There you go. Actual news. Now it's all opinion. The opinion of the person who owns the news companies. What I think you should be doing is, you should be following this fella because he hates people with different coloured skin. I think you should follow him. Definitely should follow him. That's all you get. Fairy seat covers. How does that work with Mac? Veet. Have you got fairy seat covers? Being surrounded by sycophants makes folks make bad decisions. Everybody in any kind of position of power, whether you are a politician, president, prime minister, running a massive corporation, whether you're Musk, Bezos, whoever, what you need is you need people around you who are willing to say to you, no, or that is a stupid idea. Do not do that. Don't you know who I am? I'm the richest man in the world. I don't care. This is a stupid idea. This is the reason why it's stupid. Stop it now. And if you're any kind of person, I was going to say any kind of man, it's men. Men don't give a shit about it as long as they've got loads of money. Any kind of person, you'd say, thanks for saying that. Thanks. Thanks for having the balls to say that. Or thanks for having the ovaries to say that. I needed telling. But they won't. All of these people, they all need a scouse mate. What are you doing, dickhead? Just any time of the day, up against the wall. What are you doing? Yeah. Decent folks will let the emperor know he's got no clothes on. At which point, Donny, you've got no clothes on. Oh, am I back on the island? Where's Tom gone? He could be doing all kinds of stuff at the moment. Probably octopus in the kitchen, cleaning with one hand, ironing with another, cleaning the fridge, giving it loads. He's a Renaissance man, isn't he? Is your news is still news and the reporter and journalist's personal opinion is left out? Yeah, well, you haven't got Fox News. We've got GB News, which is, again, ridiculous. People sit and watch it. How many brain cells would you need to lose to watch something like that? Voices of reason should be listened to but often ignored. Well said, Mandy. You are 100% right. Shane and Steve out watching PSV, but they're beating Liverpool. It's amazing. It's fantastic. We need more of that. Go on, 27 more goals, PSV. I am the voice of reason. Obviously. I'm not sure what kind of reason it is, but I am the voice of reason. Still hot. I had a coffee when I came home as well. I needed one. That's how shattered I was. Normally I just have my cup of tea during the day. Coffee in the morning, cup of tea during the day. I got home and had another coffee. Yes, I am still hot. Thanks, Sam. Should see the back of my knees, they're amazing. Just shaved them. Sorry, I haven't shaved them. I've imacked them, I've veted them. Veted the backs of my knees. Smooth, with a capital shmoo. You can't bring yourself to watch PSV, you hate them. Yes, I know. Now imagine how we all feel about Liverpool. How much we hate them. It's either footy or the jungle. I am presuming it's footy. Although Shane doesn't like footy, does he? So, could be the jungle. Knee eating. Absolutely. It's the next big thing. You watch it. It's the new vajazzling. Knee eating. Even if they beat Horny Slut. But if Horny Slut gets beat, will he stay? Will he get sacked? The fans are revolting. They're always revolting. Smooth as the back of Jeff's knees. Oof. Aye, that is smooth. I can't begin to tell you how many O's are in that smooth, but there's smooth. His chest as well. He likes to stay fairly hair free, does our Jeff? Don't know why, like. He likes it though. Very smooth. Mind you, I'm like that. I'm not overly hirsute. You must get it from me. Such sharp angles, such smooth back of the knees. He's got everything. He's all things to all ladies and perhaps some men. Strangely, that came through, but your Lennon question was banned. I know, it all depends on what kind of words they're not happy with at the moment. Cray cray. Did you know it was a Scouse? That's the reason why we have the movie The Life of Brian. We do. They couldn't get any George Harrison, said I'll give you the 2 mil because I want to watch it. It did, and it's made by Handmade Films, which is very, very. George Harrison loved him, and he was also big mates with Eric Idle. So yeah, loads of money there if you want it, you know. No, I'm not overly hairy, no. Quite smooth, quite smooth. Not like a Robin Williams, nothing like that. Or Klinger off MASH, no. How quick did this month go? Rapido. Muy rapido, alio. Muy. Is that a request for Jeff's Sunday slot? For his what? For his what, Mandy? His Sunday slot? Jeff's smooth Sunday slot. Gonna have to make sure we get the Vita near Mac out for that one, Jeffrey boy. Filthy beggar, you. It is shocking. Absolutely shocking. Muntjacks. What? Bleeding hell's Muntjacks, what's going on? Ali, how was the job going? Go on, how is it? How are you liking it? Are you loving it? Are you loving it like that? I still say that and it's ridiculous because we used to sing it in the pub. Do you really like it? Is it wicked? I'm loving it. I'm loving it like that. Don't know why we did that, but we did. Still sticks in my mind. What's a Muntjac? Is that another depilatory cream, is it? This one that we don't know about? Albanian depilatory cream. It's grand, but the early morning as you wrecked. Ah. Muntjac is a dear. Super cute. Ah, right. So what is it though in terms of... Louise, what are you on about? Are they slippers? Is that what you're on about? Have you got deer slippers? Lives in Britain, has little vampire-like fangs. Oh, what? How do I not know about this? I have so much to learn. I'm going to open a tab in a minute. Can we open a tab? I need to find out what all this stuff is. I should be asking. Shouldn't be asking. I should be looking, shouldn't I? Ah, there you go. What are you looking at, lad? Muntjac. Muntjac. You're a Muntjac. You've already opened a tab on this end. There you go. How many tabs have you got open at the moment, Sam? How many million? How many billion? How many cajillion? They are cute. Photo would make a great profile pic. It would. It's a very... It looks like it's actually posing for the camera, doesn't it? Rather than being skittish and running away. Just go on, take it quick. Oh, go on. Put your flash on now. Go on, I'll wait. Got it? Side profile? Right, I'm off. The wolves are coming now. Off it goes. You've got a TV show called Knack og Erd. It's a chef and a hunter going out to different places and hunting kuchen. They were in Scotland hunting Muntjac. You believe? Ah, right. Yes, there's too many deer over there. Not enough wolves, too many deer. which is shit that letting people shoot them. I can understand if you need to get shot anyway, make some money. If you're making money out of it, go and plant trees. But you can't because the deer eat all the trees, eat all the saplings. That's why parts of Scotland are completely bare. Parts of Scotland have been imacked and vetoed of trees. It's disgraceful behaviour. It should form part of the tiger, and it doesn't. The tiger goes Canada, gets to Scotland and is bare. It's like a Brazilian strip, and then off it goes for the rest of the world. Not here. Terrible, terrible. We don't look after our own country. You watched the Welsh chef that was in Rill. Rill. We know someone in Rill. Also known as a Reeves Muntjac, which refers to John Russell Reeves, 1774 to 1856, an employee of the East India Company who sent specimens back to England when he lived in China. There you go. The East India Company, very famous over there. A Reeves Muntjac. That sounds good. I like Reeves Muntjac. That sounds like he could be an American indie musician, Reeves Muntjac. I'd listen to his album, his acoustic album, Reeves Muntjac's acoustic phase. In Denmark, you shoot between 120,000 and 140,000 deer, and they're still growing in population. Because all they do all day long is shag. That's what it is. Just never stopping. Giving it beans. So many things seem like 6 degrees of East India. They are heavily involved in the world. So much that of what is happening around the world has come through the East India Company. They're mad. Waiting for the alarm to appear. Unfortunately, he's not going to appear anymore as Mike, is he? Poor sod. It's a lovely programme. Nice old slow flow TV. We need a lot more old slow flow TV. I'm all for it. That's why I like watching YouTube so much. There's loads of channels out there that do that kind of thing. Just dead relaxing. Told you there's a couple of vloggers that I really like. Tatsuki, who's a Japanese Australian lad, and all his stuff is just, I don't know, there's a vibe to it, dead relaxed, laid back. He's got a nice chilled voice. Brilliant. Just calms me down watching stuff like that. Yes, he is, unfortunately, Esther. He was suffering beforehand and is lucky to have lived as long as he did. This is going back a fair few years as well. But unfortunately, recently, I think, was it this year? It became too much. I'm going to check now. Yeah, April it was. In Dizeth, of all places, that's where he was living, apparently. It's weird as well. I never liked him. During the 80s, I always looked at him and thought, I think it was the dark eyebrows with the blonde hair. I thought, you can't trust him. He looked very untrustworthy. But apparently he was a really, really top fella. Really, really, really top fella. Shame, man. But 1 in 12 Danes have a hunting licence. That's because you need them when you're going out to Greenland to protect yourselves against the invading hordes of Yanks coming over. That's why, I'm telling you. Liverpool 1, PSV 4. Esther's annoyed. The rest of the UK is bouncing. It is very recent. You saw the deer on Richard Barnes' channel. He posts short clips from a trail cam, and today he caught deer. Oh, that's boss, that. If you live somewhere where you can put a trail cam up, do it. I mean, obviously all we'd get here is the occasional, I don't know, a couple of people walking past with dogs, I suppose, isn't it? Occasional hedgehog, maybe a bat, then North Face ninjas. You hate PSV, of course you do. And Feyenoord. One thing Greenland and USA has in common is you can buy a shotgun the same place you get your milk and microwave dinners. That's not the kind of place. If you're buying microwave dinners, your mind is already in that place. I do it all the time. Your mindset is already, fucking hand me that rifle. What are your thoughts on Benfica, Esther? Ooh, shots fired. Shots fired, Steve-O. They played Liverpool years ago. Going back years ago. Probably about 10 years or so, maybe even more. And all the fans were in the pub next door to our work, the place that we normally go for a drink after work. And they were absolutely buzzing, loads of them singing. All the Evertonians were having a dance with them, having a sing. And a few years later, we played them as well, and it wasn't quite as nice, apparently. They weren't as happy with us at that point. Although there was too many for them to argue with, as we do tend to take thousands everywhere. Better not check Twitter, because all those bravos will be buzzing and having a big mouth. Shut your note and surf, you slag. Small towns with only one store. Exactly, Casper. If you live in a one store town and you're eating microwave dinners and it's daylight for 6 months and nighttime for 6 months, don't be giving people fucking shotguns. Jesus, man. Have we learned nothing? You seem like such a nice lad. Really? Spent all day stood in front of the mirror doing his best Travis Bickle impression from Taxi Driver. Are you talking to me? They don't even talk like that in Denmark, do they? Or Greenland. Just making this shit up now, aren't I? Bloch. Collaborate and listen. Biggest Greenland city has 17,000 people. They just got a mall 5 years ago in Greenland. Just got a prison. Why the fuck would you need a prison? Leave them outside. Just put a chain link fence around them. You're going to behave yourself. I'll do whatever you want. I'll do whatever you want. Give me a coat, please. Imagine before whatever the crime you were 4,000 kilometres away to serve your time. Mbappe, yeah, on the jukebox. They played tonight as well, didn't they? Because Mbappe. We still haven't got the portrait and vertical at the same time option. I'm waiting for that to come out. That could be a game changer. That could also be a game ruiner. We'll have to check it out though. Could be alright. Yeah, it is mostly part of Greenland. Right, so it's a little further south than Oslo or the Shetland Isles. What? It does look stupid, Greenland. Only because it's never the correct size or shape on a map, is it? So it always looks just pointless. And when you see it on an actual globe, it is huge. And as you say, it's a lot longer than you think. It's crazy. When you just see it on a map, a projection map, it looks bloody awful. That it? That all it is? No, it's bigger than the rest of the world put together, actually, I think you'll find. Maybe not that, but you know what I mean. You're worried you're going to miss it. Ali never misses a shot. Ask Louise. Ask Louise, you are Louise, what am I talking about? Fucking head's gone wrecked tonight. Head is wrecked. What day is tomorrow? What day is tomorrow? Thursday, isn't it? Lie in tomorrow. Balls to it. Balls to it. You've got one channel you watch where she just can't get OBS to cooperate to see chats from both vertical and horizontal. She ends up shutting horizontal down. That is getting changed, Sam. This is getting done from YouTube's end, the back end of YouTube on Studio. Will automatically do everything for you. On the dual stream, if bot is combining chat, will modding on one work on your... Bot is not combining chat, Mandy. It's nothing to do with bot. YouTube is doing it. YouTube is sorting it out. It's all on their back end because it's both on YouTube. Everything that comes through will just get put into one chat, and then bot will take that chat. So modding, it is one stream. It's not two separate streams. It's not two separate stream keys. It's one stream in two different aspects. But everything that's shown on one gets shown on another, and it's all one chat. How good is that going to be? How good. Arsenal 3, Bayern 1. It's Bayern's first defeat of the season. All right. Pub day. I could never go to the pub. Liverpool 1, PSV 4, lads. YouTube is doing it all, yeah. So it's just one stream. And whatever you see on the screen, on your chat, doesn't matter which side it comes from, you can get rid of. And you can manage it from there. We're slotting. And I hope you like slotting too. Ooh, yeah. You like Arsenal, the kit looks like yours, plus Bergkamp was with them, he was. Dennis Bergkamp. Mark Overmars as well. Godverdomme, jongen. That's good. Just put so much work into the horizontal, look for the 8-hour stream. Yeah, I've done it myself in the past. It's a pain in the arse. OBS can make it work, and also Social Stream Ninja is what I use to combine the chat from Twitch, which the 6,000 people over on Twitch are watching. There's not 6,000 people on Twitch. And YouTube gets combined. It's going to be mental if Vic's Verts are typical. Imagine the questions you'll get. But I don't need to worry about stuff like that because I don't give a shit. People aren't going to ask to see my face, are they? Because my face is already on there. I haven't got animals. I also don't have boobies. So I'm not going to get as many bad questions as she does. You know what they're like. It's fellas all the time, isn't it? Imagine trying to say stuff to me to upset me. Fuck off, lad, will you? Fuck off, lad. Greenland is the size of 9 UKs. Who needs 9 UKs? Imagine that. That'd be just too much music and too much comedy. There'd be no need for it. We didn't have much Dennis Bergkamp. It has been horrifically windy this year. Very few nice days. The sun has been out. The wind has been out. It's just too much. Unfortunatamente. He has no animals. What are the bears? Yeah, but you know, they're not adorable dogs, are they? Adorable. Oh my god, the dogs are adorable. Storm. It has been storm after storm. That's climate change for you. We never get storms like this. You might get one every 10 years, and then all of a sudden you're getting them every 5 minutes. It's ridiculous. Vic's chats are usually, or actually much nicer than some of the other streams you watch. I think with a lot of people, I've noticed this actually. They go in and try and be horrible, and then it gets stopped straight away, and they normally calm down a bit then. I've had that a few times in the past. Someone's come in trolling, and I've just talked them out of it straight away by acknowledging them and by saying something back, and they go, oh, all right. I didn't think you were going to fight back. I thought you were going to cry and switch it off. No. Okay. Will the animation show up? They didn't when you tried both before. This will be different, Mandy. What it'll do, and this is the problem, all it will do is the screen that you see in front of you now, all of this real estate, that will be on the horizontal. This bit in the middle will get put as the stream for the verticals. So to have all the stuff that you put on the screen, it would have to fit in the centre of this particular screen here. Or a version of it would have to stick in there. And this might take a little bit of messing around with. Might be, instead of having stuff in the corner, up there or something, it might have to be sort of here, where the bar is at the moment. Might have to be stuff in there instead. And adorable, Myrons are always adorable. We had some years with so many storms. Now it's stormy season now. It's mad. We had a mini beast from the northeast last week. What was his name, Louise? Did you look after him? Was he all right? You know what these northeast fellas are like. Vic handles folks well. She does. In addition to the mods mod really well on there as well. But she does. I mean, when I first started doing the modding on there, it's like, I don't want to be jumping in too quickly. because she's capable of doing it, or she needs to learn how to do it, and she bloody has straight away. No messing. Acknowledge things and then just, no, go on, not having that. Fair enough. Offer a hard on the dukey. We're very good role models to learn modding from. Because the right people. You know exactly what to get rid of and what not to get rid of. There's too many people who are like that, constantly just clicking buttons, get rid. Now just let it flow a little bit. If it gets too much, you learn with streams. What you need to do in someone else's stream is not the same as what you need to do in my stream. It's just knowing what to get rid of and whatever, you know what I mean? Oh, my fucking head's wrecked tonight. Steve-O's the beast from the east, he is. Absolutely. El best des est. Woman died of AIDS. Treating husband gave her horrible irony. Ali Ali-O, gotta go. No worries, Ali Ali-O. Have a nice day at work tomorrow. No running in the morning. Tie your shoelaces. Steve, you were like that. You blocked everyone. Yeah, sometimes you just got to let it flow and see where your level is, as well as protecting the host. But yeah, sometimes you just leave it, see what happens. See them squirm as well. That's a good one. Let them squirm a little bit. Right, that's enough. That's enough now. Bang, off you go. Oh, Seville. Ali, was it something Steve-O said? Up early in the morning, aren't you? Before she goes to work, she has to practice blindfold, putting the rifle together. See if she can break a record from the day before. Down to 4 seconds, putting a Kalashnikov together. Off we go. Still hard. Up at 5:10 in the blessed AM. Say what, mother? That's far too early. That's why Vic shouldn't be so free with modding people. She should upgrade Botrix so she gets watch hours, not just levels. Hours, man. It's all about the hours. Night, night. Ali, Ali, oh. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Don't let the bastards bite. Read that different with your filth, Ashley, your filth, utter filth. It's all about the hours, you know. It is all about the hours. Views don't really make much of a difference, to be honest. Views and levels and stuff. It's about the hours. And the 24p's. We need more and more of those 24p's. How many have I got at the moment? Oof. 24p's all over the place. I'm going to buy myself another pack of Freddos next time out. Fantastic. I don't need any more camera stuff, do I? Check. Oh, practicing your dance moves for later on. No worries. We'll copy and paste them for you later. That Cheyenne annoys you. Turns up in 5 minutes. Begs to be a mod, then leaves. Yes. You're not getting it. Sod off. There's a reason. There must be a reason why all these people jump on and say, make me a mod, make me a mod. I mean, come on. It's definitely split on modding on YouTube. Some folks really do like to mod almost everyone. Some bigger channels mod only a couple. It's hard to know which way to go sometimes. I genuinely, with this, I would go with keep an eye out on people. Get to learn the people that you can trust. Get to learn the people who will understand what your channel needs. Which I think is why, to begin with, Vic modded Anti-Mandy for a start. Making sure that she knew someone there would be able to watch it back, and also who knows YouTube very well. The unfortunate problem is if you start throwing too many mods around, as I've seen a couple of times with Vic, they start sort of arguing amongst each other, and trying to block each other. Know what I mean? You don't need that. If you've got a ring of mods, they should all be of the same kind of mind. This is what we need to get rid of, and this is what we need to do on this. Oh, hang on. Speaking of that, we have just modded Twitch. The 6,000 people over there are not putting stupid messages in there. Bless Cheyenne, she's on other channels doing that too. I think she's not just young, but may have deep developmental differences. Oh man. Only people who know the channel should be modded. People have been there long enough to understand what it's all about as well. Like I say, different with you because, well, you've known Vic all her life. So you know what she's like as a person, what she can take, what she can't take, what would upset her, what shouldn't upset her. And then you know YouTube well. Just suddenly jumping into a channel. Imagine 13, 14-year-old jumping into this channel saying, can I be a mod? Do not fucking dare get rid of anyone's questions on here. But, no buts. Sod off. Worry about people who want to be mods. Is that because you're a rocker, Steve? We are the mods, we are the mods, we are the mods. Ordering feckin' water. Water's for fishes. It's good for you, the water. Very, very underrated water. You see the rivals. Ooh. Also, like chats where there's so many mods chatting that you can't get away. That's another thing as well, Steve. That does happen occasionally where it just looks, there's spanners everywhere. There's no need for it. Kev, was your first mod job? Your first what, man? You didn't want to do it. But again, he wanted someone that he knew. Someone who'd been following the channel long enough. And also, we've all come from Dan's channel, so you know sort of what to expect from watching that. You recognise the names. You'll recognise who's having a laugh, who's being nasty. So you were a good choice for it. You would think having mods, WhatsApp or other places where all mods could have an ongoing feedback would be ideal. You could be, you know. Yeah. An off-stream place to get together. Or even, some people do it in Discords, don't they? A Discord server where it's just mods can congregate in there and talk about, keep an eye out for this person. I mod on another channel and they've been horrible. They also come into this channel, so keep an eye out for them, that kind of thing. Would make sense. That'd be a good idea. You had to learn as you went. Always the best way. Jump in, both feet. Swim or sink. You and Mandy were modded at the same time. You broke your mod cherry at the same time. Struggle with Discord. You think you don't navigate it well. It is a pain in the arse. It can be over the top. You can make Discords as simple and clear as you want, or a lot of channels just have it where it's an absolute, it's all over the place like a wild woman's shite, you know what I mean? There's just no need. Why have got so many separate sections? Just do a normal, straightforward 2, 3, 4 section thing. Discord was beyond you in your last look. It's not too bad, you know, but you've got to go into one that's fairly straightforward to begin with and get used to it. I know a few channels that I follow on Discord where you just haven't got a clue where I'm supposed to be looking. You've got all the straightforward stuff like most people have. A little chat room, promote yourself, rules. But then you've got like memes, jokes, suggested videos, and it's just all over the place. And then there's sub menus and things. Just no need. Gonna bounce up the pause though. He's currently blocked by. You can't be blocking Steve-O. You joined Richie's just to send him a couple of things, and it's a busy place. Yeah, I'm on there as well on Richie's. I think EB's is quite intense as well. The Eclectic Beard. Ian from Quest, what are you on about? No, I don't want that. I don't want it. Kev's isn't too bad. Is it EB? Yeah, EB's is quite fucking, there's a lot going on there. A few on Lazar's as well. Just keep it just small and start off from there. Your name's not down, you're not coming in. You're not coming in. No trainers. Trainees, lad. Thing is with the side chat for mods is who's watching the chat. Nobody. You're all just chatting to each other and you're all in the WhatsApp chat bitching about people who are on the actual chat. Seeing this dickhead here. Discord is for gamers, you're more of a clubber and a raver. It's not just for gamers. There's a lot of Discord channels that are just music and stuff like that. You got bullied before on YouTube. Do not take any shit, Connor. Don't take any shit, man. Yeah, give mod feedback between chats, not during it. Although, guaranteed there will be chats going on during an actual stream. I've seen this dickhead here. You belong to the furniture. Yeah, it's supposed to be onboarded, updated. Yeah, it's like a post-stream chill out. The ambient hutch. Where you go and have a few glasses of water and listen to a bit more chilled ambient music after the rave. That kind of place, that's what it is. No trainees, lad. I don't know why the trainees in Liverpool, not trainers, the trainees. Trainees, lad. What are them trainees? What are them webs you got on there, lad? Your Adidas 9 stripe. Used to call them that Adidas 9 stripe and then K-Swiss came out. Oh, man. That's the one thing with your ADHD. You can mod chat or you can pay attention to the actual stream. A side chat, whatever. If it's too much, you don't do it, do you? Just concentrate on that. You'll be alright. Must be difficult for people. I suppose actually that's where I'm quite useful at doing stuff like that. I probably should have been a drummer in a previous life. I can concentrate on loads of different things at once and do them separately. I'm alright with that. Very good at compartmentalising things. Not good at other stuff. Not good at keeping height, apparently. Smidge over 6'2". Bastards. Yeah, mods are being overly zealous or questioning decisions. You don't think it looks great in the main chat. That is the kind of thing that sometimes you need to just leave it. We'll talk about that later on, or once the chat calms down a little bit. Don't argue. Don't argue in the chat. Morning, Jackie. How you doing, Donut? Oh, hang on. What have we got here? Oh, hang on. We got some Ruby action. Oh, fucking hell, man. There we go. We'll play that again. Oh, man. Is she not supposed to be white? Bloody hell. Cheers, Alan. Did you have to hose her down? Steve, because you're not on other social media platforms, you sometimes feel like a gooseberry when everyone else is chatting away about things you've got no clue about. That's that's social media in general, isn't it? There's loads of in-jokes and stuff, and it gets a bit odd at times. Sometimes you think trolls deliberately trying to sow discord between hosts and mods. They do seem to be doing that, don't they? Definitely seem to be doing that. I'm sure I'm not a woman. I'm pretty sure. You suck at multitasking. Esther, the thing is, right, I'm not being misogynistic here at all. This thing about women being great at multitasking is absolute bollocks. Men are much better at multitasking than women, in my experience. Which is why I've had to do my own job and other people's at the same time when they can't do their own. Men just have this thing where we concentrate on one thing at a time. If we could alter that, you'd see straight away, but I'm used to doing it in work. Doing the work of 4 people at once. Whereas women can't do 2 things at once in work. In my work, that's all I'm saying. It's a load of bollocks. Made to make us look stupid. you tried Molly in the car again yet? Yeah, I'm a brilliant multitasker. Do you think the talk is all gibberish? English is not your first language though, don't forget that. I know sometimes we forget, but it's not your first language. So the fact that you're following most of it, I think it's an absolute miracle in itself, to be honest with you. She shat and threw up like crazy before you got to the guitar. Bloody hell, man. You can multitask this morning, you peed and pooed at the same time, there you go. Proof if proof be need be. Not a problem. And also eating a pasty at the, at the same time. Does seem a very man kind of thing, doesn't it? Having a shite and a bag of crisps at the same time. Bloody hell, do you know what? It is warm out there. Poor Molly. What's she like on a tractor? Is that different on a tractor? Would it feel? Is it because oh no, actually they're not, are they? Old school tractors were open air. An old school tractor might be different. While reading the newspaper at the same time, there you go, and singing. Brilliant at multitasking, us fellas. That, I'm sure that's a thing, you know. Men are actually brilliant at multitasking. We just choose not to be, because we see the first thing. That's our priority. We'll get that fixed first. We'll sort that out. Then we'll move on to something else. Only a small percentage of people can actually multitask without performance on each of the tasks diminishing. Found it was 2 to 3%. I think I've worked with all of them. Never had a problem doing that. But I think it has to be in something that you're really good at. I don't think you can multitask in something that you're not great at. If you're just learning something, or someone's asking you to do 2 or 3 things at the same time, it's difficult unless you really know what you're doing. I was an expert in the job that I was doing, so I could do lots of things at the same time, and they were all done to a very, very high quality. But I think you really do need to know stuff inside out. Who's Molly? Sounds like a James DeBarge song. Multitaskers are good at starting stuff, but crap at finishing. Sounds like men in general, that, doesn't it? Hey ladies, hey ladies. Imagine not knowing where Clitheroe is. Terrible stuff. Don't know, what tractor have you got? See, this is where you can tell our Steve where he comes from. Trying really hard, weren't you, until it just had to come out. What kind of tractor have you got? Go on, what kind of tractor have you got? Let's have some tractor chat. Almost everyone multitasks, they do. Just that the science has found that almost everyone has one or more tasks suffering performance compared to if that task was done alone. People who cook are multitasking all the time. Making Sunday dinner, Sunday roasts, where everything that you make has got to be done at a different temperature and for a different length of time. That's massive multitasking. A Massey 35, oof. Yep. Black Labrador. That sounds like a proper perv name, that, doesn't it? A stripper name. Hi, I'm Black Labrador. Driving, for instance, is its own multitask. Adding anything to that is even more distraction. It is. And if you drive a stick shift, if you drive a manual, that's a load more stuff. But it becomes second nature to the point where you don't even think about it. Talking to Jess about this earlier on. She was struggling with the gears a little bit this last week. And I said, you've got to keep on practicing driving round until you get used to that car. She's been used to driving my dad's car, the learner car. After a while, you don't need to look at the speedometer on your car to know you're doing 30 mile an hour. You get so used to the sound of the engine, you know when it's doing 30. If it's doing 40, it's too high. You know the pitch. So you'll get used to it. Just get on with it. Black Lab and Collie mix. I'd eat that. Hang on, that's different, isn't it? That link is from Molly playing footy and attacking a bush. Attacking a bush, by the way. You know, nothing about gaming or gatherings, but know all the names of cats and dogs. There you go. What more do you need? You don't need any games. You don't need football or planes or whatever else we got. Rugby. Nothing like that. You don't need gaming. Animals, man. Learn to drive on a tractor when you were 9. A David Brown with no brakes. I'd love to drive a tractor. I would, if I ever won the lottery, I would buy a big patch of grass or a farm, one or the other, and buy a big fuck off tractor and just drive it all day. Big sound system inside it, lights going off. Boss, wouldn't it? Imagine that. Having it large in your tractor. Still hard. Oh, P-brake, 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 much needed P-brake. That's the problem. That's one of the things we can't do, multitasking. Stream and not piss yourself. I'm not too bad at that. I'm like a camel. If I come west, I can go bogging in your tractor. That'd be boss, man. I'd want an old school one as well. I want a proper big fuck off Clarkson Lamborghini one. But I want an old school one. One that seems to be hand painted in the same paint that you paint Spitfires with. It takes about 6 months to paint one tractor. Be boss that. First dog was a black lab and a border collie mix called Sparky. Looked like a rotty but was mad as a box of frogs. Lovely stuff, man. Molly is a mad York too. Boss, mad dogs are boss, aren't they? If they're boring, nah. If they're a bit tapped in the head, friend for life. Love us, love us. They don't come much older than Donald's 35. I know. I love them proper old school tractors. I don't even know what they're called. I seen one on there's a channel, a show where they found an old school tractor, done it up. I can't remember which one it was, but it looked amazing. It looked shit. It looked like it was rusted. It looked like it should have been in the bin, and he made it look amazing afterwards. Old school tractors, proper old school. They've got to keep them going. Once they're gone, they're gone. Pause on tours in tractors. Oh, imagine that. Like they have in, where did they have it in Wales? The tractor run for Christmas. They've got the same one round here as well. The charity tractor run. We have that in Southport. I've seen one in Wales as well. Hubnut lives in near Aberystwyth, and they saw it when they went out. Seen videos of lads in India pimping out old tractors, mad looking things. They're amazing. That's what you need. When I went to Cuba, because they've still got even then, back in 2005, the blockade was still on from the States. And the rest of the countries around the world that were sticking with them. The French and the Russians were sending cars over. So all you got was loads of Ladas, loads of Peugeots, old Peugeot Citroens and stuff like that, or the old school American cars. Not as many as I thought, but the old school American cars. And they learned to keep them on the road using stuff that you could get out of washing machines and things like that. A screwdriver, a spanner, and an old washing machine, and you can fix a car. It's amazing. We need more of that. Save these things. If you watch Clarkson's Farm, his missus has one like Donald's. I have seen that. Can't be doing with Ubnut. Ubnut. Yeah, I watch it occasionally. A lot of these people have started pissing me off now, to be honest with you. Same as Auto Alex. Annoying. Donald's bloody iPad. The bronze one. Donald's tractor is very polite. The exhaust tips its hat. As all good chaps do. Clarkson's with a Lamborghini. He's had more than one, hasn't he? I think he's on his second Lamborghini into. Fugly cars, but the tractor wasn't too bad. The cars, they're only ugly if you like nice looking cars. They're amazing if you're a young boy. If you're a 12-year-old boy, they're the best looking cars on the planet. They're just, I don't know. The Countach, that was amazing back in the day. Utter shit, but looked amazing. Because it looked like something off Star Wars, didn't it? It's the Star Wars. No, I'm not a fan. There was a Lamborghini Aventador in powder blue in Formby. Noise out of it was insane. Obviously the person driving it must have been hung like that, because why else would you? It tips when passing people. It's actually a German Deutz. Das ist ein Deutz. Looked at a Porsche tractor for the crack. Did he make them? Imagine just getting into a random car company to make a tractor. Like a Morris Marina tractor or something shit like that. Austin Allegro tractor, I'd buy one of them. That'd be something fairly harmless to do. Time travel to bring as many older vehicles up to modern day. Yeah, something we worked on without a computer intervention. It'd be good getting some of the old school cars. They do it now anyway, but on a very, very small scale. Getting the old school cars and then bringing them up to date with better engines, better brakes, power steering, stuff like that. So they still look amazing, but they drive better. I'd like one of the companies to do it. I mean, proper full on, like Ford or someone, go back and make the Mark 1 Escort. That would sell in the billions. Because it doesn't look shit like modern cars. Harry from Harry's Garage has sold his Lamborghini Espada. Idiota. Didn't he said a reason, didn't he? He said he was getting rid of stuff for... What's he doing? I'd never even watched the video. Shows you how much I care about cars these days. There's an old tractor that has to be started with a blank shotgun cartridge. Say what? Harry's Clarkson's neighbour he is, and he's his mate as well. A Robin Reliant tractor. See, make that so. It'd be dangerous having one wheel at the front, but fucking make it so. You could actually take a Robin Reliant, cut the front off, and just put it over the engine cowling of a normal tractor. Just make it look like one. Fugly cars, same as the Chevys with the crooked nose. Shark noses. If anyone makes good long-lasting cars, that means they won't expire fast enough to get folks buying new ones. Exactly, but at the same time, we need proper cars, old school cars. They look amazing. Everything nowadays looks like it's just a jelly mould. Awful. Aston Martin should be the car to go. Aston Martins are amazing, man. Yeah, exactly. Do you know what, Louise? That's 100% right. Modern cars have got no character whatsoever. They don't have faces. Old cars had faces. In the 70s, they had, and you could tell, not even the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the Mondeo, which had a nice smiley face and then got facelifted to have a more aggressive looking face, didn't it? With a more sort of, the eyes darted down as if it was scowling. They had faces, they don't know. Bring back old cars. I was in Southport last week driving home from the town centre back up here, and there was a Mark III Cartina in front of me. Cartina. Why did I suddenly turn mank? Got a Mark III Cartina, Mark III Cortina in front of me, and it looked so much better than any other car on the road, apart from mine, obviously. I loved the whip. Old school cars, so much better. There's a Triumph Stag round the road as well. Gorgeous, man. In a purpley colour. There are three-wheel tractors. Oh, get a three-wheeler tractor, go on. Reading between the lines, you think Harry was fed up with the faff with the Espada. Same with his V12 Jag Coupe. Not Coupe, Coupe. They served a content creation purpose and he sought to cash in, which is what is happening with a lot of people. Even people who deal in cars will occasionally go out and buy a shit tip of a car to do a video with it. I've lost 400 quid on a car. No, you haven't. You just made 3 grand out of the video. Mrs. Thomas got a new car. It's not driving anymore. What? What car she got, mate? What car she got? Robin Ryan Tep from Top Gear had you laughing your ear off. Even Martin Fry from ABC and Faloki, whose brother Gary sets up his gear and pisses off and doesn't sing. From the Human League appeared he did. David Brown of the David Brown Tractor Company designed Aston Martins. Any Aston Martin with a DB in the name, like the James Bond car, was David Brown. Ah, right. I did not know that. The DB9 is one of the most gorgeous cars ever. There's a DB5, which is, I think that's the Bond car, isn't it? It was the DB6. The big silver Aston from back in the day. There's one of those in Formby. I went to pick my dad up from the pub one night, as I often do on a Thursday night. And instead of the normal, I mean, there's some nice cars there in Formby. There's usually Range Rovers and Mercs and top-end BMWs and that. There was a fucking DB, whatever, 5 or 6 parked outside in silver. The actual James Bond car was there. Probably worth more than the house that I'm sitting in at the moment. Just parked outside the pub. Amazing, man. 74 plate Citroen C4, 8-speed auto. You got to start giving adenoidy things, aren't you? All the line assist, stop start, cruise control, big screen nonsense. Wafting along in this French Luxo barge. When you put your right foot into the carpet, the owl girl really hitches up her skirts and heads for the horizon. Fucking hate people like that. Absolute dog wankers. Fucking hate them. There's loads of them all over YouTube. I think you'll find them wankers, you know what I mean. Fucking pricks. Just because Clarkson did it didn't mean you have to. Bet you listen to fucking Coldplay as well, don't you? Yeah, it's a nice car. Anyway, in other news, nice car. Keep chatting, yeah. Keep chatting. The old school Astons are gorgeous. What was the Saint car with the archy rear window? Volvo P1800, is it? Yeah. And Roger Moore bought one of them himself. And then said to the makers of the Saint, don't use any other car than this. So he had the car first. He had that car first and then said, this is the car the Saint would drive. And then he went and bought one for him. True story. P1800, good nerding. I know I'm quite nerdy at stuff like this. Saint sounded 60s. The era was good for beautiful cars. The 60s had some gorgeous cars. Genuinely. Cars that you didn't realise looked gorgeous. Now you look back at them and think, wow. Ford Zephyrs and Zodiacs and things like that. Stunning. Even things like the horrible cars from the 70s. Morris Marina. Austin Allegro. If you see them nowadays next to a row of modern day cars, they look nice, they look cute. The Allegro, the most ugly car ever made, looks cute and it's got a face. Looks cute compared to modern cars. The Marina, a plain and simple design but looks almost classy compared to the shit you've got nowadays. Bring back faces. You can't beat a good face, can you? Seen a P1800 recently. They are sexy cars. Bring back cars with proper lines on them and curves and things as well. Ford Taunus. Ford Anglia. I think my dad had one of those. They're gorgeous cars, absolutely. Bring them back. Loads of them from years gone by. Just never got looked at, or they're ugly looking things. They're not. They've got actual soul. Gorgeous, man. Once did a job for a fellow who had a DB4 convertible in his garage. Aston Martin, pick it up every year to service and polish it so they can take pictures of it for their yearly catalogue. That is when you know you've made it, mate. That's when you know you've made it. BMW Izettas were made not too far from where your dad is from. Oh, good stuff, man. Old school BMWs with the shark noses looked lovely as well, by the way. When the faces sort of went in at the front. Oh, man. The 2002s and things like that. Yeah. Bring back faces. Faces are so underrated. A good face, oh man. What more can you ask for? Now worth around 2 million of your king's British pounds. That will be crazy. How about cars like the OG mini estates with the fake wood panelling? Yeah, you can't even call them a mini traveller, can you? Morris Minor Travellers, then the minis at the same thing. They're gorgeous. Them. Have you seen an old school mini, a proper old school mini recently? Our window cleaner's got one, and it is tiny. He parks it behind my dad's Mini Cooper, sort of a modern day one, which it looks ridiculous, like a toy car next to a real one. So much character to it, so much character. Wood panelling, we need more cars with wood panelling, definitely. Favourite looking car is the Citroen Traction Avant. Citroen Avant. Citroen makes some incredible looking cars. The DS, beautiful, beautiful looking thing. The SM as well, oh man. SM stands for Sexy Machine. Since you're from the 60s, of course the cars were boss back then. We had a mate who built a Morgan kit car, that was lovely. They are, apparently they are really good. If you get them right, they're really good to drive. There used to be a Morgan showroom in Southport. It's not there anymore. That used to be there. Quite a few Morgans in Southport. Lots of old fellas with money. So during the winter you see them drive past. Flat cap, scarf going backwards with the wire in it to make it look like they're flying a plane. Tangent here, but the folks in UK dress their vehicles up like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Or was that just you? I've not seen that yet. We do have, we've got Poppy Day for Remembrance Sunday. Loads of people are driving around with astronomically big poppies on the front of the cars, and also for Red Nose Day, Comic Relief, they have red noses on the front of the cars. Not like Rudolph, but yeah, we don't really have stuff like that. The S is called a Snook. There, Pike. Oh, obviously because it's got a pike's nose, isn't it? The way it's set up. I like that. Yeah, it's strange. He drove it for about a week, sold it. The reason for doing it in the first place, to not really drive it, to make it and sell it. The making of it. If you're into doing stuff like that, the actual making of a car yourself with your own 3 hands must be amazing. If I could do it, I'd love to do that. Or be able to work on a car myself. Go and buy something that was shit, make it up a little bit, make a few quid on it, and then put it back into the next thing. But obviously one hand you can't do it, can you? Oh, your dad had a Renault 5. Done loads of road trips with it. Renault 5s were amazing. The Renault 5 Turbo. What a car. What a beautiful looking thing. Again, those cars had character and a face. The Renault 4, have you seen the electric version? The Renault 4 electric actually looks like the Renault 4. Beautiful. Renaults, man. French cars. So weird. Beautiful. Quirky. The Grand Tour did a thing about French cars, which is definitely an episode worth watching. There's so much character about them. Do you know what they are? The French. The French attitude of not giving a fuck about anyone else. We're doing this because we like it. Who cares about you? I love that. Happy Thanksgiving for tomorrow, Sam. Absolutely. You like Volvo Amazons? Volvo Amazons are lovely as well. Not quite as expensive as the P1800s, but every bit as classic. Volvo made some great cars over the years. I'm going to say happy Sinterklaas to you. That's next week, isn't it? Is it next week? Or the week after? The De Cheveux. I like 2CVs because they're stupid. They're brilliant in a stupid way. That no one else in the world could have made a 2CV apart from the French. You would have to be completely French to even think about making one. We're going to make a car, okay. Nice smooth ride, miles per gallon, plenty of poke under the end. No. We're going to make it so you can drive over a rutted field, a freshly ploughed field with a basket full of eggs on it. What? Yeah, French. Remember the 5th of December? You got to have a quiet one this year. You're not going to go mad. You're going to have a Thanksgiving with the squirrels. That'd be nuts, man. 2CVs, you call them roller skates. I reckon they're great, you know. They're so strange. They only ever used to be driven by cars. Fucking cars. Stop reading and writing at the same time. They used to be driven by school teachers, 2CVs. Renault 4s, 2CVs. What else was there? Every school teacher used to have at least one of them. Proper hippie car, love the noise. It's not tomorrow. You might have dinner with the squirrels. It'd be boss that. Film it, live stream yourself having dinner with the squirrels. Happy insert occasion here, everybody. See how they favour in Thacker. You are pushing your luck here, Sam. You are pushing your luck. Don't make me call you Samantha. You know you're in trouble if that happens. Can't live stream from the phone yet. You will be able to. You need 50 followers, don't you? You'll get there. We'll get you there. George Michael, man. Gotta have faith there. Murmur. One of your teachers has an old Beatle for years. Yeah, I've seen a few of them. I like the Beatles as well. Especially Ringo, you know. There's a sound to them as well, isn't there? Air-cooled engines. Watch hours and whatnot. Ooh, red card. Whatnot, red card. We'll get you all them. Sam will get you all them. Don't worry about that. Old Saab. Yes, old Bean. Saabs are brilliant as well. Saabs are similar to French cars in as much as the people who designed them didn't really give a shit. It was for them. Completely over-engineered, over-designed. But if you get a car lover, you can tell Alfa Romeos and Saabs, proper car lovers, genuinely appreciate those. Saabs are brilliant. Rutte has one. That's completely and utterly. I mean, Saab went bust, didn't he? Because they were over-engineering everything. Who was it who owned them? Was it General Motors bought them or Ford? Might be GM, mightn't it? You need to do this on the cheap. Okay, yeah. And then he went £5 billion over budget. Fucking why? Because it's got to be nice. Architects normally had Saab. They did, didn't they? People who wore black polo neck jumpers used to drive Saabs. All cars pre-20 years ago had their own unique sound, yeah. And you could tell them miles off. Now they all sound very similar or the same. The reason for that, or part of the reason for that, is so many engines are shared between manufacturers because it's cheaper. If you get 4 or 5 car manufacturers, we're all making a similar sized car. What we'll do is we'll share the production costs and the development cost of an engine, and we all use it. Mercedes have Renault engines in them at the moment, the smaller ones. Then you've got things like all the cars get made on the same platforms, don't they? Fiat 500 Ford car is exactly the same car underneath. Same engines, same gearbox, everything. So they all sound the same because they are all the bloody same now. Your auntie only drove Beetles until they got sucked under an Arctic. From then on, Volvos. Yeah, you don't mess around with a Volvo. If a Volvo smashes into or an articulated lorry, a semi-truck, Sam, crashes into a Volvo, the truck gets demolished. Volvos are the Nokia 3310 of the car world. GM went under because they started putting Vauxhall engines in them. They did, but they were over-engineering absolutely everything. It's like, we need to do this. And then he said, nah, you got to stop now. We're going to have the final say on this. So they started putting Vauxhall shit in them, yeah. But they over-engineered everything. And then you end up with 4 or 5 amazing cars that no one bought. He's from 67 like you, got an old Saab, an old Nokia. Proper atypical for a PM. Almost no sound. Oh, absolutely, yeah. Don't expect an electric car is about to move if you don't hear engine sounds. Mad, isn't it? That's why they've had to put fake sounds in electric cars. Came on his bike to work. Dutch, of course he did. You're not allowed to drive your car in places, are you? Damn right with the sound, absolutely. So it's also freaky as well when you hear something reversing and it goes ping, ping, ping. What the hell is this? ping, 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 and a massive car comes round the corner. Then it takes off. That's it. Part of the fun of driving cars is the sound. That thing I've got outside, if you listen to car dealers, it's a fantastic car. They love them. They're really reliable. They always say the engine is quite agricultural. Sounds a bit like a tractor. I don't fucking care, mate. It sounds like a taxi. I love that. Sounds like a car. Doesn't sound like I'm playing on the PlayStation. I was behind a Ford Capri a couple of months ago. The smell of it was different. It hasn't got catalytic converters. Nothing like that. It was just pure. Obviously, it was going to kill you if you drive it long enough, but pure exhaust coming at you. The smell of it was amazing. Took me straight back. Took me back to my youth when I was young, when I was a sallow youth. Volvo, very reliable. Most cars that were reliable as long as you look after them. If you don't look after them, you don't service them, you don't fix things on them, they just fall apart. Friend has just over 700,000 miles on his old Volvo estate. That is insane. Do you know how far that is? That is almost 750,000 miles is Earth to Moon to Earth to Moon. That's how far that is. That's almost three journeys. That is absolutely insane. I had a fright when one parked in front of your house while you were deadheading plants and suddenly it was moving down the street. Your brain isn't... Sam, your brain isn't used to it. We are so conditioned through all our life, basically, up until the last few years, of seeing a car moving and the sound of a car moving, an internal combustion engine. It's going to take a while before we get rewired, but no. Volvo 240. Ooh, good stuff, man. If you're a biker from the 80s, there was a cartoon in Motorcycle News called Ogre, and his enemy was from the planet Ovlov, which was Volvo backwards because they were bike killers. Do you know what, Steve? We used to have the pub that we had. We have the lounge for the nice people and the vaults for all the scum. Fraggle Rock, we called it. Loads of bikers in there, and they were always going on about Volvo drivers. It's always Volvo drivers. And then they'll be talking about doing 180 mile an hour next to a school. No, it's your fault that you're having crashes because you shouldn't be going that quickly. Oops. Lo siento, lo siento. Top Gear did an episode about Saab. Yeah. They went into it, didn't they? The reason why it ended up going out of business. Guy Martin is an amazing Volvo. Guy Martin's amazing himself anyway. What a man, what a man, what a man he find, man. You need that vroom startup sound. You do, Sam, or just for the cars? That's two different things. You do know that, don't you? Ogre, forgot about that. I remember that as well. Sort of. The Dookie has stuck a little bit, I think. This should be Transvision Vamp who we're playing at the moment. Well, it's not. It's Jerry on the pacemakers, you know. Strange you talking about cars while you've got no car, not even a driver's license. You don't need to. Loads of people love cars despite the fact that they can't drive. Most of us have been in cars. Your parents have got one, or your friends got one, or you get in a taxi. If they're going to make cars quiet, they should make the front soft because you're going to be walking out in front of them. How many cars do you get 38,000 feet up Mount Pendle? Lulu Bellatini. Plus, being as tall as you are, you can just step over them, can't you? Just pull one leg up. Get your leg over, you'll be all right. Lulu Bellatini, why are you walking into cars? You're not one of those people that you see on TV, are you? Accidentally reversing into other people's cars. Oh, look, you hit me. Me neck's sore now. Whiplash Lou. Miss Whiplash, not something different, isn't it? The drummer from the Stones had a massive car collection. He didn't drive. He did. Charlie Watts loved his old school cars, and he would go and sit in them. They'd be polished to within an inch of their life, and he'd just go and sit in them and smell them and touch the steering wheels and stuff. Amazing, man. Can't hear them coming, and you forget to look. So you accidentally get rear-ended all the time, do you? Filt. Do you not remember the Green Cross code? Come on, Lulu Ballatini, you must remember that one. Look left, look right, look left again. Look out for 70s Radio 1 DJs. Go play with the traffic. All those car drivers going for the backs of our knees. See, yeah, that's the one good thing you can say about Range Rovers and SUVs. If you do get hit, the backs of your knees are still going to be absolutely gorgeous. Humour at Top Gear is hilarious. It's about cars, but basically they're just props. They could have been anything. They could have been talking about football. Could have been talking about cookery. You don't mean Nick Mason from Pink Floyd? He does as well. He races them. Charlie Watts from the Rolling Stones had a collection of cars, and he couldn't drive. Absolutely, loads of them. And then someone asked him on an interview, Charlie Watts, why do you collect them if you can't drive? He said, look at them. They're beautiful. Fair enough. If you've got the money and you can afford to do that, and you like them, why not have them? They're art, aren't they, some cars? You can't stick them on a wall like you can with a painting, but you can certainly have a nice room with them in. I'd love to do that. I'd drive mine though if I could. Save the knee backs. The knee backs do sound like an American football team, though, don't they? The Minnesota knee backs. A proper investment. Yeah, Green Cross code. We are worrying about you to run over now. Unless you've got your broom with you, obviously. Pendle witches. Why are you walking in front of cars? Just fly. Get your bees them out. He's got money for a chauffeur. Exactly, he has. But also, they are works of art. Absolute works of art. If they don't hit you, you do too much damage to the car. Behave yourself, Lulu. Not a chance. That willowy, slim, 19 foot 12 A car to get near, you blow away and then fall down like a feather. Don't be all that rubbish. Not having that. That's you. There'd be a Steve-O shaped gap in the front of the car where the engine used to be. Worth of a thing. Your yaks would make damage. There you go. The yaks might do. You wouldn't. You're as far through as a tram ticket. It's like that. Ridiculous. Brian Johnson's massive on cars. He is. Massive on cars. Just as long as he doesn't put the fucking radio on in them. He absolutely loves his cars, absolutely. My favourite singer. Where you are most of the times, you have the right of way since they changed the rules. You have. Wandering around the streets of Barlick. So there's not many cars on Wheats Hill or Mount Pendle, is there? There shouldn't be, at least. There is somewhere nearby though, isn't there, where you can park up. Not far away from, I'm not sure if it's Wheats Hill or Pendle Hill. Someone was saying you can almost drive to the top kind of thing. I fucking hard need to. Can't walk far at all, can I? Pinky means small dick there. Does here as well. So I'm led to believe. Is that why people keep doing that to me? Crestfallen. Broken. Oh. I still want a van. Definitely want a van. I need something that I can put a little stupid YouTube studio on the back of it. A little stupid one. If you watch All the Gear, one of the channels on YouTube, they just put a pub in the back of a K-car van. And it's brilliant. Little bar. Stools where they cut the legs off so you can still sit on them in there. It's amazing. That would work perfectly. The bulkhead, just put the cameras and the lights on there. Little bar in the back. Open the doors. Let you look out onto somewhere in the Lake District. Heysham nuclear plant. Irwitha. Any of these mountain stuff. So it'll be brilliant. Need to get one, man. You're writing all sorts and all came through. You are still puzzled, yeah. So many US folks stream from the front seat of the cars. Not sure if that's much of a thing elsewhere. I've done it plenty of times myself as well, to be honest with you. Samawele. Yeah. It's easy. You're out of the way. You can be as loud as you want. You're out of the weather. It's quite good. I have done it down the front. The dog-in car park by Southport Beach. Done it there a few times. It's quite nice. I remember doing it when I missed out on going to Everton versus West Ham because they closed the roads, and I drove home. We got beat 3-0 anyway. On the way home I stopped off and did a live stream, and I was just raging. Does anyone make something like the old Bedford van? The old Bedford Rascal? Or the old Bedford van? We are about the one where you used to lash the back up. One of those. Bedford box van. There should be some of them available somewhere. Imagine putting a proper engine in one of them. An old box van would be great. A Bedford Rascal would do me. I'd have to sit down in the back of it, obviously, but you know what I mean. BF or CF? Best friend or class friend? Seems more natural the way I do it. Maybe that many of ours are food delivery, right? Oh, it is, yeah. Because they're in the middle of work. I've got a spare 10 minutes so I can jump on and quickly talk about what's going on. Whereas I normally turn up somewhere, engine off, sit back, rant. Done it there a few times in the dog-in car park. I have as well. Get to a certain time of night, you can tell the cars start changing. It's a different style of car. Once that arrives, disappear. Otherwise, mayo everywhere. Filth. My notorious car rants. I also do it on the way home from the football, don't I? Which is nice. I like that. That gets it out of my system as well. If I've had a bad game, just get in the car, rant. Plus, yeah, there's a lot of people that don't actually stream while they're driving. For some people, probably a good thing as well. I can do it because I'm used to it. Other people, you see them just constantly looking at the chat. Don't. Look at the road. Sotty car rascal. Bedford Rascals are very similar to a Suzuki model. Suzuki Carry, it is, isn't it? The Suzuki Carry. There's lots of those little small vans that are quite nice. Although, do you know what? The way things are going, if I keep getting measured by the NHS, I'll be able to stand up in one of them. It's ridiculous. A smidge under 2'6". Yeah, I need something with a smidge over 6'2" if I want to sleep in it though. It doesn't need to be massive. But one that's just long enough where I can fit in a smidge under 6'2". Ridiculous. I'd need something where I can fit a camera as well. A camera and a light. So I need a bit of a desk top sort of area with a computer on it. That'd be boss. Also scroll past loads of accounts that are for truck drivers, and those are while driving largely. Pointed to the road ahead with some mechanical voice reading out the chat. Alright. That's not bad. Diagonal. It's ridiculous. I have got a massive bed and I have to sleep diagonally because my feet hang over the edge. But apparently I'm a smidge over 6'2". Ridiculous. Fetus where you will fit. I do sort of sleep like that at times, but I don't. Do you know the way I sleep? Is a bit like, if you see someone doing a dive where they have to sort of touch the toes first, they get in that position. What's it called? Is it not pike, is it? I look like a boomerang at times. I have to sleep sort of like that. Not completely fetused, but like that. You can have a pull-out bed in the back, a rock and roll bed work, yeah. More or less a sofa bed, and have the camera set up behind the seats. I would. I need to find something. I need to get the money first. Jesus, man. But it'd make it easy. Just going somewhere, not having to worry about. At the moment, if I want to go somewhere, I need to worry about getting there, getting back home, or getting there and paying for a hotel or something. Whereas if you can just go somewhere and park up, wouldn't be a problem. I also have to worry about driving too long, because I do get fatigued. Probably rock and roll bed. Not that kind of rock and roll beds, Esther. No groupies involved. Who's playing the lottery so we know be full-time streamers? I won yesterday. Cost me a tenner to put on and I won £2.60, but you know, we're getting there. Have a little stove and a sink for a bucket of tea. That's all I'd need. I wouldn't need an actual being able to cook in there. It'd just be, I need to make a cup of tea. Got to have your tea. So, a little tiny mini fridge for almond milk, obviously. Don't need anything else. Eat salads, butties, stuff that you can eat cold. Don't need a microwave. Don't need a 17 burner stove in the back of anything. Just that. Somewhere to stretch out, have a little snooze, and to stream from. And to use as a little bit of a go somewhere, have that as your base of operations. Get out, do a bit of a walk, filmage, back in, lock yourself in, do some editing, post it. Great, wouldn't it? An auxiliary battery, a leisure battery, so you don't drain the main one. Yeah, that's all you need, really. If you get a leisure battery and put it underneath a rock and roll bed, you're all right. Don't need a fridge in a van this time. You don't this time of year, definitely. Just stick your stuff in a box on the top of the van, you'll be all right. Although saying that, your milk would be frozen in the morning, wouldn't it? Yeah, you need a heater in there, maybe a diesel heater. Service station tea and a rack for a row of thermoses. Ooh, all in different colours. Imagine that one. And then, before you go out on your days divilling, just put a little question up on your channel. What colour thermos should I win today? Or should I where should I use today? Vote now. Today we're using the blue thermos. Seemed like there were so many folks here, at least that became van life folks during the pandemic. Loads of people did over here as well, and by the look of it, Sam, on both sides of the pond, people are now regretting it. It's nowhere near as nice as they thought. And I think a lot of people around the world are trying to stop people parking up. They want to stop van lifers because it's a little bit off grid, isn't it? And it's stupid. So you've got things like service stations in the UK. There's a big sign, don't drive tired, pull off and have a sleep. And then when you get in there, it says you're not allowed to sleep here. Stupido. Fostermore made a camper van out of a regular Volkswagen van. That's a massive thing on YouTube as well. People making campers out of vans. Very, very interesting. Some very talented people out there. The old camping gas, yeah. You could see that, absolutely. Insulate and ply line the back with a vent in the roof for the ventilation. You need that. Sound deadening. Insulation. Ply, like you say, yeah. You can have a diesel heater which is vented as well. Leisure battery. Combine your loves. Get a Mark 1 Escort camper van. Oh, don't. That's filthy, that, Louise. That is absolutely filthy. I would love one of them. Imagine that. Imagine that. Oh, man. One of those... The early Ford vans, sort of, yeah, Escort vans. What else did he do? They ended up doing Fiesta vans and things, didn't they? But the old Escort vans, oh man, they'd be fantastic. What a gorgeous thing. Sounds very Top Gear. Do that along your coast. Don't allow campers on car parks with sea views. It's deliberately going out the way to try and make things difficult for people, because if you're not living on grid, you're not paying as much tax, you're not paying this, you're not paying that. Just seen a picture, the roof lifts up. What? Hit me up with that pic, man. I need this. How tall is it? Could you stand up in there being 19 foot 12? Spirit of the blues. Do-do-dum, do-do-dum. I'd love one. Lotto again this week. Is it a rollover on Friday? About £150 million on Friday. Imagine that, man. Citroen C15 campers. They're a bit ugly but good, reliable, and 50 to 60 miles per gallon. Oh, I don't mind. It can be ugly as sin, not arsed. As long as it's reliable and you get good mileage out of it. I'd need to get it wrapped as well. Bear's paws wrapped. In brown, obviously. It's got to be brown. So no one's going to steal it. Good room in the back. Hubba. You went to Italy with it, stayed in petrol stations along the way. They wouldn't allow that here. Would not allow to. Poor Lulu. Anyone watching would think she's a giant. She is a giant. Willowy giant. Being 24 foot 11. Willowy. Long, lugubrious steps. Like a supermodel. But brilliant to play in basketball as well. Camp on farmers land. If you can do that, you're alright. I know a lot of people who've got van life vans have just started going to proper campsites now. Can't be arsed with all the hassle. Just go and pay for the campsite. And while they're there, they can sort out the bits and pieces. Empty the Ujima flip. Charge things up. Get fresh water. All that malarkey. I've just had enough. You can't really do stealth camping anymore, can you? Talk at 80s when you could do stuff. They're stopping that. They're stopping wild camping in places. You can't pitch a tent anywhere. You've got the... Well, what was it used to be called? Interrailing. European Rail Pass. You used to be able to get that. Cost absolutely nothing. Just jump on. Go to Europe with your backpack. Go and stay in people's like farmlands. Go and see the whole of Europe. Cost you virtually nothing. Can't do anything like that now. Pubs along your coast, let them park up. It's good business. Do you know what? That's brilliant. As long as they go in the pub and spend a few quid and then give them a decent review afterwards. That's where you need to walk. Interrail, that's the one. You're interrailing. Yeah, that's what you need to do. Van lifers need to work with pubs and restaurant-y people. Just try and help each other out. A good YouTube van lifer will be able to put a lot of business their way. So it makes sense. Loads of people went interrailing. You just can't do anything like that now. Although I suppose if you can make a few quid, you can end up... I mean, how cheap is it to fly places now? For less than the price of a train from like Liverpool to London on certain days, you can fly to New York. It's ridiculous. Mind you, you can't really pitch a tent there, can you? Last 5 minutes in Central Park before someone iced your ass. Did it in Portugal. 3 days in a train. Incoming. Lulu Bellartini. Oh. Oh. I can't show that. That's filthy. Absolutely filthy. Alright, I'm going to show it. Off. Look at that. I want it. In that colour as well. I don't want to change it. That's got to be in that colour. That's boss. Look at that, man. More of that. We need more of that. More of that. That is stunning. Oh man, so much better than shitty cars these days, and it's just, it's got a face, an actual face. Donald used to sleep on bales of Doris Day in barns when you go wandering around from pub to pub, very drunk for 1 or 2 week stints. Fun times, woke up in all sorts of random places. Definitely no camping allowed in Manhattan. It's Manhattan, not Van Hatton, so you can't park up anywhere either. Proper colour it is. Council van colour. Almost hearing aid colour. It does scream Southport, doesn't it? Imagine taking that to the dogging car park. The amount of admiring glances I'd get. Imagine that. Imagine that. Can you imagine that? Can your brains take that in? Imagine that. I'd love that. Definitely right. If I could buy something like that after winning the lottery, could I put a pop-up roof on my car? I could put a pop-up roof on my car. It wouldn't pop up anywhere. I wouldn't be able to stand up in it. I'd have to keep my own roof, but no. I'd need something bigger. Doggy heaven, or is that dog in heaven? Right, potato, potato. The Westphalia Volkswagen van. Oh, he did, didn't he? Kind of folded in and out. Concertina. See, absolutely. Nice them as well, the Westphalias. Take it to the dogging car park, impress everyone there with me pop-up. Hey, would you like to see it pop up? Ooh, you are getting a very poor indeed.
Very poor. Very poor indeed.
That's your fourth one. That's a very four indeed. There was a Mark 1 Cosworth camper van too. Louise, keep talking. I'm almost there. Oh man, I've got to win the lottery this week, so I need to buy 6 million cars and at least 4 vans. That's amazing. What a find that is, Louise. What a find that is. If I buy one, will you sign it for me? The Pendle Witch. I need a van. The car next to it looked a bit Diaz-ish. No, I think that's... Oh, what's that? There's a Ford Escort to the right. The one to the left, Capri? Mark 1, no, Mark 2 Capri, is it? Looks very Capri-ish. Sheree would know it from Donegal. Unimog camper, could do some off-road camping. Oh man, the world's your oyster, isn't it? Imagine the stuff you could do. From mountain to stream, from beach to loch. Be brilliant. Here, there and absolutely everywhere. Make it happen, man. Make it happen tomorrow. 150 million and we'll buy everyone a car. And then we'll all meet up somewhere. Unimog is your dream vehicle. Can you get hold of them? Unimog for sale. They are for sale, aren't they? Oof. Now see, this would do me. One of those. Put a bed in the back of it. Diesel heated, obviously. But that'd be boss. Imagine the looks you'd get as well. People over here wouldn't have a clue, would they? You, like kids. What's one of them? An old Land Rover ambulance camper conversion would be class 2. Ooh. We'll get Esther a chauffeur, we will. They still make them new. Yeah, Esther, yeah, chauffeur, obviously, with the cap and everything, the full lot. Mandy, you'd need a chauffeur as well, we can do that. I can't chauffeur that. No, can do. Yeah, chauffeur as well. And all the chauffeurs have to be called Jeff and have really, really smooth backs of knees. Obviously. I've got it. No, I am not driving you around, man. You can sod off. Not a chance. Already tried to kill me once at Desert. You'd have the heating on dead high, wouldn't you? So I started falling asleep and then start doing that and pulling the wheel towards a bridge or something. Jump out just in time. I know you. like spending my money. Thanks, Louise. I haven't even earned it yet. Say earned it. I haven't won the lottery yet. Yeah, we can do this. 150 million comes in tomorrow. Jesus Christ. This is going to work. I wouldn't give a shit. There'd be money getting thrown everywhere. Brilliant, imagine that. We'll buy that. We'll do that, and also we'll go and buy a private jet. Just go and disappear places. It's too cold in the UK. Let's go and fuck off somewhere else. Hey. You only see me once a year. You need a chauffeur more than that. You do, actually. Definitely. Good point. Well made. And you can piss off if you think I'm driving you down to Asda. Not a chance. Sorry, the Asda. 150 million. Imagine the fun we could have with that as a community. We would be absolutely buzzing la. Anyway, look at the bloody time. What's going on here? What's going on? The Asda. There you go. Mandy, Steve, I'll pick you up. Where do you want to go? Uptime. Top ranking. Filthy beggar, you filthy beggar. We have been going for a while, haven't we? So I think it's going to have to be... What time is it? Dancing time. 3 hours and 17 minutes ago. See you, what? Proper lock-in. We've had a lock-in, haven't we? Oh, I forgot about them. We've done lock-ins, but you know it's too late. I've been up since the crack of noon. I've been up early today. I'm knackered. Good luck with the PIP paperwork. That's getting done tomorrow because I'm too knackered. Time flew, Sam. It did. Time flies by when you're the driver of a train. Yeah, come on, dancing shoes on. You know what the score is. When the screen goes clean, you know what that means. It has been a blast as always. Look both ways before crossing. Look left. Look right. Look left again. Esther, that's not new, that's old. The arse crack of nowhere. Anyway, come on. Boogie, boogie, boogie time. If it'll actually have this track. And that's that. Hoo-yah!